almost done, chat. We'll be ready in a second. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute. If we're all good.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
I'll move across the screen.
Great.
Okay. We do have nearly the full cast here. The only person missing is Shane. Saphira and Basil's players, Breban and Jari, are off cam though. But they are here.
Hello.
Yeah, we're Argo today, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm Argo every day.
Stop. Just false.
Yeah, sorry about those tech issues. I realized what was going on, at least for the frame drop ones, were last week I tried to get hardware acceleration going on Chrome. Now, Chrome's a chugger, so I might try out Firefox next week anyway. And it didn't capture last week. I was like, oh, damn, you know, because it runs fast with hardware acceleration. Well, it turns out hardware acceleration on Chrome is so demanding, it was actually sapping all of the frames away, so I had to turn it off.
Oh, shit.
So hopefully we don't get the sound issues from last week. That was one of my major solutions. But I'll deal with them if so. I'll just keep fixing it. And then I'll work it out during the week. But welcome everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I hope you guys all had a nice, safe holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a weird one because it's all stuck inside, but it's
Yeah.
nice and safe. We're now tier 4 as well. Along with you guys.
You're on the cusp before. You're
I
like,
know.
hanging on the edge, and now you're with us, you little fuck.
It was only a matter of time.
Enjoy not leaving the house, and everybody look at you with contempt as you walk past them to get your supermarket groceries.
Welcome to my last 20 years of my life. Does anyone have any shout outs to make? I actually do have one to start off with. I wanted to shout out to Mr. Shane Hawk, who has been undergoing some pretty harsh surgery with his mouth. He's trying to get more surgery done. He recently asked for some help over on Twitter. I believe one of my mods has the link, if you could post it in chat. If you do have anything to spare over the holiday period, it goes to a good place. Poor old Shane isn't going through some ridiculous pain right now. So much so he couldn't be here today. And he needs... essentially, he's probably going to need some like emergency surgery to his mouth and dental work. So he's currently off, and tomorrow I know he's got a bit going on then. So if you do have anything you can spare over the holiday period, he's trying to hit a certain goal so he can afford it over in American healthcare. So all the best, Shane.
Yeah.
Take as much time as you need, bud. But yeah, you should see the link to the GoFundMe in the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, if you can't get through to that, just do !cast and you'll find his Twitter through there. But other than that, does anyone have anything they want to say?
I have a sponsored stream tomorrow if everyone wants to stop by for a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
Is it the same as last week?
No, we did have a sponsor stream last week, which you did stop by, Joe, and I did appreciate that. This one's a different one. It's amazing that I'm getting so much sponsored stuff over the holiday period. It's always helpful. Nice. But this one is actually with Magic the Gathering Arena, which is a game that I actually really, really enjoy. And I played in a tournament in Leicester like last year or the year before, and won for Team UK. So it was pretty poggers. So I'm excited to play it again tomorrow. So yeah, if anyone wants to stop by, then that would be cool. Yeah, it was like a competition versus France and Germany.
Did you have a pro with you?
Yes, yeah, it was like a pro and a pleb. I was the pleb for Team UK. It was great, and there was like 3 teams for every country. And so the day one was like each country battling out against his fellow countrymen to try and see who would face off against the other countries. And so yeah, we won that one, and then we beat the Germans and the French by like a pubic hair, so it was pretty poggers.
Well, actually, do you know what? That's a good segue that leads into this because I thought to myself when you mentioned German and French, I thought to myself when I was doing my Dungeon Fog reads that I don't hit the multilingual market. You know, I'm just saying Dungeon Fog every week. So I thought I'd look up how to say Dungeon Fog in a few other languages and make sure to include. So,
Ready.
You know, it's just a few. I do consider myself multilingual now. The first one, Spanish. Niebla de Mazmora. It's good.
Your accent is.
Thank you. I do think it's authentic.
Don't lie to the boy.
Wait, hold on. You haven't heard the French. Brouillard de Donjon.
Holy fuck.
That's pretty good.
Go on.
That's pretty
What's
good.
next?
That's French. German, which I haven't even studied. The other two think I actually did study. Dungeon
we can tell.
Nebel. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but
That
it sounds
actually
right.
sounded the best out of all.
Thank you. Thank you. I also, though, I thought it's not only hit the kind of non-fiction market, I also found out the Elvish is Gadol
nice.
Hith. Yeah, that's Tolkien Elvish for you. And for
Nice,
you
nice.
Americans in the
Nice.
chat, it's Smoky Cellar. So there's a...
God damn it. Boo.
Dungeon Fog are a website-based map builder where you can build your battle maps or you could build your world maps, and you can even play in-game tabletop RPGs over on their website. They sponsor the streams every week and the show. You can build all your maps on there. They have access to thousands of assets through their paid service. It was also free to play on their website, but if you want access to all of the assets, you can pay a monthly fee, or if you spend annually, you can use the code Godforged to get 10% off your annual subscriptions. Thank you again to everyone at Dungeon Fog. All right, I can't remember. Brouillard de Donjon. There you go. That's the only one I remember.
Why did you say Smoky
Yep.
Cellar like you were from Bristol? Smoky Cellar.
That's the one you
He's
take
trying
issue
to
with. That's the accent you
appeal
took
to the
issue with.
Smoky Cellar.
Smoky Cellar.
Oh my god, Smoky Cellar.
I was trying to
Holy
sound like
shit, can I-
Chicago.
Can I this is like a super side note, but one of the things that Clark has found on the YouTube Kids app that she ends up watching a lot is there's this couple that basically takes toys and like acts out fake episodes of shows.
Uh-huh.
And one of them that they do a lot of is Peppa Pig. And holy shit, I have never felt so good about my terrible English accent as I do when listening to these people be like, "Hello, Daddy Pig. Would you like to go for a walk with me?" Just like, oh my god, it's so good.
Why do our kids like obsessed with this like YouTube Kids app? Like I saw my niece, she was like chilling on her like kids iPad thing, watching
As a
this YouTube
parent,
Kids.
it's the best.
and-
As a
and
parent,
it's-
it's the best because there's no ads.
There's no
and
ads, so they can't buy
Anything that they
anything by
click on is
accident.
going to be meant for kids, so they
And they
can't
can't
wind up
navigate
suddenly
off of the
watching
app
something they're not
either.
supposed to.
I know. I checked it out, but it's so weird. Like my niece, she was like watching this video, and it was like a review of a doll that she really wanted, and it was like a baby doll, right? And it like pees and poops, and this grown adult like woman, and she's like acting like a child. She's like, "Oh, we need to clean up its nappy," and I was like, "What the hell is going? What am I watching?
They love that
Why are
shit.
you watching it? It's so weird.
I mean, all the videos are vetted for children.
It's so weird.
It can't be that's the other nice thing. The video literally can't be on YouTube Kids unless somebody in the YouTube backend has watched it fully and been like, "Yeah, this is okay for
You
children."
say
to
that
watch.
shit's weird, but we had Mr. Blobby, and I talked to
That's
my stream
true.
about this yesterday.
Oh, Mr.
That's
Blobby
fair.
was pretty strange, yeah. Do you
He also
remember?
had a #1 hit in 1993. Didn't
Yeah,
know
I
that.
actually, do you know what? I lost
it's
that
before my
question in a
time.
quiz because of that. That stupid #1 hit. I thought it went to ABBA, and I got deducted a point. I had to look it up.
Wow.
Mr.
Yeah.
Blobby.
Do you remember
Monsieur Blobby.
Bananas in Pajamas?
I do.
Oh, in French.
Yes.
In French?
in pajamas.
At one point in the Mr. Blobby music video, I watched it yesterday. There's this like a supermodel lying on top of him, feeding him like grapes.
What?
What the?
Right, I need to
It's
Google
really
this.
fucked up.
Right, can you link it? Link it in the D&D chat. I need to see this.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm both shocked and confused. Yeah,
He's like
it's
an
so
adult,
weird,
right?
Ron.
It's got Mr. in his name. Like he's grown. Blob.
Oh, you don't know who Mr. Blobby is, do you?
I
No
You
idea.
don't know Mr. Blobby?
do, but no, I do. I sadly have seen Mr. Blobby, but I don't have the same affiliation or love for Mr. Blobby.
Do you guys
Well-
remember Blue's Clues? Blue's Clues
Oh,
was
God,
the
yes.
absolute shit. It was so good. It was my
Yeah.
favorite
Oh my
show.
god,
So
actually
good.
brand new, the new
Dungeon
Blue Clues
Blobby.
is really good. It's
Hmm.
really, really
The hypothesis I was trying to make is that 80s and 90s kids cartoons were actually just like an acid trip. They were super
Yeah,
fucked up.
for
All the
sure.
characters looked horrifying.
Yeah.
And those people that grew up on that now are the producers for modern horror films. And they're like,
That's yeah.
the tie-in between like the shit we saw when we were kids and the shit in modern horror films is very similar.
I had
The same vein of
I had like insomnia up until I was probably about 16, and I remember I'd go to bed and I'd put on Cartoon Network, and I'd fall asleep, and I'd probably fall asleep about 3 a.m. and I would wake up pretty much every night nonstop because I left the TV on because the Magic Roundabout started playing and the theme song was horrifying, like absolutely horrifying. And
Yeah.
I'd wake up to it and kind of had nightmares because of that show. It's awful,
Aw.
awful. I never learned my lesson.
They were just trying to bring joy to the world, and instead they instilled terror in you.
Yep.
Yeah, see.
You're gonna give him PTSD,
And it's
dude.
like done in such a horrible like way, like it's been grainy. And I think that show actually turned out to be like have an underlining about like drugs and stuff. I can't remember. It had some really
was
dark.
one of the characters was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He was like a donkey or something that was always on drugs.
Yeah. I think they were literally meant to represent like one of them was meant to represent speed. Another one's meant to represent weed. It's like some weird undertone to that show. I don't know.
Have any
Kids
of you guys
cartoons.
seen the new? Yeah, have you got any of you guys seen the new Moomin? We have a friend
No.
that works on the new
No.
Moomin, and I
Oh,
keep meaning.
Carla?
Yeah, I keep
Yeah.
meaning to watch it,
I don't know what that is.
especially because Clark actually really likes.
You know what the
Moomin.
Moomins is?
Come on, Joe.
What Moomin
Are they
is?
the weird
fuck
one?
up.
You
Hold
know what
on.
Moomin is?
Let me
Wait,
look
you
them
look them
yes,
up.
you do.
If you look,
Everyone-
you might recognize them.
I have seen them.
They're like cats without mouths.
Yeah. They got like hippo noses.
I've definitely seen them. I've never like watched.
They're stove spirits. Did you guys know that? I found
No,
that
they're
out from the
hippos.
book.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, when you read the book, the actual like books. Yeah, they're akin to like tomtas or like house spirits. They lived in behind stoves, but then the stoves got modernized and they had nowhere to go, and so they're looking for a new home, and that's how the Moomin
Jesus.
story starts.
That's
Oh,
really,
shit.
That's really.
It's really sad. Yeah, the first
Really
book is
sad.
about them desperately trying to find Moomin Papa because he just pieced the fuck out, and they're like, "Where'd Moomin Papa go? I don't know. Maybe we'll find him. Maybe not." I'm like, "This
He
is
went to the
depressing
store to
shit."
get cigarettes and milk. He'll be back soon.
Yeah, he followed like these weird dust bunny spirits, and he just left with them. And they're like, "Okay." It's wild. The Moomin books are crazy. Cheers.
Before we get into D&D,
Shout out
do
Moomins.
you know what the weirdest bit of trivia I learned this week was? Blew my mind. Remember that song by the
Go
Black
for it.
Eyed Peas? Where is the love?
Yeah.
Yes.
Father, that one, yeah.
You can't sing it.
What's wrong with the world, mama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know the
People living
chorus
like
in
they
that?
ain't got no
Who do you
mama.
think
What?
sang the chorus in that?
Isn't it like Justin Timberlake? and
Yeah, it's
somebody?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
He's not
Wait,
credited,
really?
and he's not in the music video. He's not
No, he
credited.
just, like,
I thought
sang
it was
on it.
Fergie. I thought it was Fergie for years.
I
Blew
thought it
my
was
mind.
Fergie too. What the fuck?
No, I think she
assumed it
sings
was
as
also
well, but Justin Timberlake's in it.
No, you
the only
listen to
Fergie
it.
does- The Fergie does the bit at the end where she's like, "Where is the love?" That bit, but the rest is just
Yeah, she does.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
her.
yeah.
You
Yeah, she does
should-
the, "Where is the
Incredible,
love?"
yeah.
She's that one. Yeah, 100%.
I
You go
feel like
watch.
I'm
You
there
listen to
right
it, and
now.
you could hear Justin Timberlake, and you're blown away.
Whoa.
Ruined my youth.
You could have just asked me.
What I did.
I would've told you.
Why would that question ever occur?
I don't know, but
You know,
obviously it did occur this weekend.
No, I just heard trivia from someone else, and I wanted to use it as my own trivia.
Sorry. I
So-
ruined it for you. I'm sorry.
Who wants to read the recaps we played some Dungeons and Dragons?
Sam.
Go ahead,
I'm
Sam.
eating.
Just wait till he
can't
puts
do it,
food
I'm
in his
eating.
mouth.
Okay, well,
Don't worry, we'll wait until you're done
yeah,
sharing.
you finish that mouthful.
Oh my god.
Bree, do you want to do it?
Unreal.
Yeah, yeah.
You're such a fuck, Sam.
What is
After setting sail, we spent the better part of the first few days getting to know the crew. During the third night, we saw sails in the distance and a ship closing in. I polymorphed into a seagull and shat on the captain.
Yeah.
True.
Hell yeah, you
Awesome.
did.
Important.
Mwah.
As they came within reach, they raised their black flag and we engaged in battle.
There we go. So, kickstarting back off, we left midway through with the battle. If we do have any more like frame drops and stuff today, by the way, chat, we'll keep going, and the VOD will be clean regardless. So I'll be putting up on YouTube, and it'll be saved straight after the stream anyway. So, let me move over to our battle map.
So,
And we pick off, right?
pick off.
Or we kick off, I don't know.
Pick up.
Pick up.
Pick
yeah,
up.
I got those two
Pick
mixed
up,
up. Pick up
pick
and
off.
kick off. Right where we left off, which is with the pirates trying to board your ship and you guys fighting back. You've got a shark in the waters gnawing at one of the sailors who tried to board you, who fell in. You've got Scold and Saphira who are climbing up the side of the deck. Scold's just about to reach the top. On your deck, you've got several boarders which you're clashing in fights with. On the other deck, the captain and a few of the deckhands are fighting against Tyra and Tyrus. So, leaving off where we left off, you all have control over different characters. Now, we don't have Timothy and we don't have the medic today. So, who wants to control Timothy and the medic?
1, 2, 3, not it.
Me,
I'll do-
me. I want to do Timothy because I've got crap characters. I've only got me.
That's
and-
fair,
and
yeah,
the
you
guy
go
who
for
doesn't do
Timothy,
anything.
Okay, I'll do the medic then.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I've
Awesome.
got crap characters herself.
yeah, you
Very much like that.
just shit on
I mean,
Saphira.
I had crap NPCs, right? It's fair. She also crap.
That's fair
I've
enough.
got crap characters I've already got
20
me. Is what
Side
I
note, Roll20 won't load for me, so I'm kind of reopening everything. So
No problem.
sorry if I'm not in there.
Your
Yeah.
demo, your turn's not for a little bit, so you should be okay.
Okay. Okay. There are a lot of people to go
Yes.
through.
This is
I'm ready.
probably a mistake how hectic I made this, but we roll. Whisper
It's a
Mage.
process. Hey, guess what the Whisper Mage is gonna do?
I'm.
Whisper?
Yeah, you've had a week to think about this.
Yeah. I had a week to think about it. He's only got like 3 spells. He's just gonna Ray of Frost somebody.
That's
But
fair
I
enough.
can't remember. He is going to. The guys next to Timothy, which one is more hurt? Because I don't remember that.
Let me check.
Please and thank you.
This one. Wait, no, the other one. Sorry. I realized with the health
Okay.
I count up, I don't count down. So yeah, it's the other one.
Okay, so yeah,
They're both pretty
Whisper
high.
Mage is gonna Ray of Frost the one on the left then. And that is a D8. Where is D8? Oh wait, I gotta click thingy first, sorry. Because I actually have to roll it to hit, right? So D20.
Mhm.
There we go. Well, he only got a
5 plus.
what is it? It's
It was
4.
saying
He
sheet.
only
Yeah. So 9
yeah.
doesn't hit.
So just a 9.
So he
Sorry.
would launch his kind of ray of frost, and the border ducks to one side. You just see it kind of shoot off into the distance and become mist over past its kind of maximum range. It just disappears into like a fog cloud.
Whiffed it.
That's okay. And if any
He's
movement,
not gonna say anything though, because he's a Whisper Mage, so he's just gonna like look disappointed.
he's gonna think to
and like
himself. Mhm.
do that thing, you know, like when like a kid's at bat in baseball and they whiff it and they look at the bat. He's gonna look at his hand like the fuck, and just be kind of sad. No, he's gonna just stay there. He's
All
fine.
right, Timothy.
Is anybody hurt? Like, can Timmy see if anyone's like visibly wounded?
You guys can say. Is anyone damaged?
I'm good. He fully healed me up last sesh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like remember where we were.
Heartbloom had taken some damage.
Okay.
Um,
We can. Is Cure Wounds ranged?
No. That's a
Is-
healing word
it-
is ranged.
Healing word then.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to like figure out. Okay, I was the worst person to be like me. I'll be Timmy.
It's okay.
Because I have no.
You got dove
fucking
straight into
clue
him.
what
He
I'm
was
doing.
next up.
Yeah, I know. I was like trying to read up, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm next.
I can't remember if he took damage himself, but he does have 2 pirates right next to him.
Yeah, he's on 48. Okay. Healing word, that's ranged, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And how many? What can Timmy do in a turn? Sorry, this. I feel like I shouldn't have taken this, but I'm excited now.
That's okay.
How many things can Timmy do in a turn?
So he can do same as you. He has an action and a bonus action, and movement. He can, if you're casting spells, you can cast rather a bonus action spell and in a cantrip. So you could cast Healing Word and a cantrip, or just an action-based spell, e.g., Cure Wounds. And then you wouldn't be, unless you've got a bonus action. No, you wouldn't really be able to do anything with your bonus action. So, action, bonus action, movement is really what he's got.
And what's this guy looking like? Is he looking hurt?
Let me double check. Yes, he's actually one of the most hurt ones.
Okay. Timmy is gonna move himself over here to kind of.
He would take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Would he? Oh, bollocks. Yeah, true. Can he move here with or would he still take 1 from this guy?
You'd say take 1 from that guy, but he wouldn't take the 1 from the other.
And here, if he's here?
Yeah, still take 1. He has to be within 5 foot square.
Fuck me, Timmy. All right, God, this is way more complex than I thought. Okay, Timmy is gonna use a Cure Wounds on himself.
Okay. He won't be able to do anything really else with his bonus action. I don't think he has any bonus action.
He has cantrips.
You can only... Yeah, all cantrips are
Only if it's
actions. And there's a single bonus action cantrip in a game.
Okay. What about spiritual weapon? You can do that? What's that?
No, because you can't cast 2 spells on the same turn unless one of them is a cantrip.
Okay, in that case, we're just
We're
going
getting
to
deep
spiritual
dived into
weapon.
spellcasting.
I'm excited about this. I'm learning it. Instead, we're not going to heal. We're gonna use spiritual weapon. Let's pop up a hammer. That's the hammer, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, Timmy. Let's get some hammers on the go.
All right.
Tim Tam the Hammer Man. All
Tim
right.
Tam the Hammer Man. He gets his hammer.
That's
Where
the
would you like his
one.
hammer?
Put the hammer next to her.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, and then and let's doink this guy.
Go ahead and donk him with him.
How do I doink with the hammer?
Let me...
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really excited to play
It's okay.
Timmy.
It's okay. Let me bring up Timmy's thing. I can read off there. I believe it is.
It would be weird
his
if you were
spell
able to
attack.
open his sheet and be like,
Oh,
"Crack
here is that.
knuckles, I got this."
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
click
Does
spiritual weapon.
19 hit?
19 hits.
Nice. Okay. All right, I clicked it, but nothing's happening. Oh, cast at what level? Oh, here we go. Oh God, what level do I cast it at, guys? Oh dear.
Regular, just whatever level it is. I think you don't need to upcast it really.
Okay, we'll just do level 2, I guess then.
Okay, 9 points of damage. Force damage as this guy gets whomped with this spiritual hammer just kind of appearing next to him and slamming against him. You hear this kind of crackling bone break as his arm just kind of goes a little bit locked. He manages to raise it slightly, but it is definitely kind of starting to fall. Anything else?
Okay. Does he get 2 attacks?
No, but he can cast the cantrip. Unless, was it...
Okay.
Actually, is spiritual weapons an action to cast, isn't it? And then a bonus
An
action to
action.
attack. Yeah, so that's all he could do.
That's all he can do? Okie dokie.
In
That's fine then.
future turns, he can use it as a bonus action now.
Okay.
Okay. Timothy's turn. Scold. Top of the round.
That was hard.
Get in there, Scold.
I'll finish climbing 5 foot
Yep.
Bop.
and walk over. Pick up this guy.
Pick him up. Okay.
Knock him over.
I'm gonna roll athletics.
Yeah. Let me just get him up. It was the casual way you said pick him up. Like he's a goddamn dorky. Poor little guy. Okay. Yeah, I'll do an athletics off.
22.
Nice.
Um,
That's what we like
he's
to
gonna roll his
see.
acrobatics. 13.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck, son.
I'm gonna carry him to the edge of the boat.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my second action to shove him off the side.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Dark is like, yeah.
Okay. What's that? Do I do a contested athletics roll? I think I do, don't I?
Yeah.
24.
15.
Fuck yeah.
It's one of the better ones
Hell
you could
yeah.
do. Poor guy.
Bye.
Yeah, you walk straight up to him, throw him straight off into the water. He's like,
Skull grabs him by his face, drags him to the side of the boat, and then just throws him over the side.
as he's throwing, he's like, oh shit! And you just see him plummet right past you, Saphira, as he hits into the water.
Right
Saphira
next to
is
the
like,
shark too. You gotta
bobbing her
love
head
it.
up,
Hell
gives a
yeah.
little thumbs up.
Scold looks at Saphira climbing up and just gives her a thumbs up and then turns around and heads back towards the other two enemies.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
My
Okay. All right, the captain on his turn. He is first
He's
of all
still over there.
going to use his bonus action to try and insult, and he's going to look straight over towards Scold Tarsentine. He's going to say, "Don't let these landlubbers fool you. Only a few of them can cross over. They've only got a few fighters. We've got this, men." Does anyone want? Does anyone want to rebuttal it with a opposing performance check?
Yeah.
Basil.
I'm gonna say, hey, don't make me come over there and shit on you again.
Every time I hear Basil say shit, I like visibly cringe. I can't believe it.
What did you roll?
It's not my
swearing,
best.
jeez.
Yeah, I rolled a 14. Not my best.
Only rolled a 5. So it wasn't your best comeback,
Oh,
but
yeah.
his seeing some
He's
of their
still
people.
really upset.
Yeah, seeing some of the people die around him, his men are already a little bit like, "I'm not sure about that, Captain. He did shit on you." With his actual actions, he is going
Sir,
to.
he did shit on you.
Yeah.
We can see the
Yeah,
stain
he'll
on
go
your
towards
shoulder
Skull.
still, sir.
He's going to rush towards Scold, think, if I take out the bigger target, it'll look good on him. He's going to
Bad
first
choice
of
on
all,
his part.
he's going to try and use a whip attack to knock you prone to begin with.
Okay.
If he hits, 17 to hit.
Misses.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. His whip doesn't hit you. Then he's going to take 2 attacks with his rapier. 22 and a 24.
Hits.
All right. 10 points of piercing from the first one and 9 points of piercing from the second. As his whip kind of whips at you, you step to one side and he just jabs you twice with this cutlass rapier. Slashing into you, or like piercing into you, sorry. All right. That's all we can really do at the moment, though.
Scald will look him in the eyes when he's done and just say, "Stein."
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. A wisdom
Nice.
save. All right. That is a 0. I rolled a 1 minus 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
He's having a time of it.
Okay.
The light behind his eyes fades as he is charmed.
He's got his arm like outreached and he just kind of stands there still. And like a stupor staring at you. His like smile and his cockiness fades. All right.
He's in a
Okay.
dreamy stupor.
Yep.
Perfect.
Thinking of all the gold he would have robbed. The Border's turn. So going left to right, this one's going to attack Captain Heartbloom. Get the sheets. Okay. They're going to make 2 of their hand attacks at Heartbloom. Just trying to swing at her. The first one's a 21
Sorry.
to hit. The
Let
second
me
one's a
reopen her
15.
sheet. That definitely hits. 15 hits as well.
Okay. 9 points of slashing damage and 8 points of slashing damage for a total of 17. As he just hacks into her
Okay.
twice. And he smiles down and says, "You're the captain. I'm going to kill a captain today." The next one,
No.
How much? Oh, sorry, how much damage was that?
total of 17 slashing.
She's really hurt, guys.
Oh no. Oh shit.
The next 2, yeah, this one's going to stack up and take an advantage of the halfling. And take 2 swings with his hand axes at the halfling. 13 and 18 to hit the halfling.
Let's check.
I think his AC
Halflings.
is 10.
Yeah, let me just open his character sheet. Yeah, it is 10.
All right, so both of those hit. 6 and 6. So a total of 12 points of slashing damage on that halfling. What's his total
oh my
HP?
god, 12.
You just see him
He's
stick one axe into him, and the halfling kind of looks up at him wide-eyed and just brings his next axe across his neck, causing a sputter of blood. Halfling kind of grabs himself, falling to the ground. Dead.
no.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Shit.
The next one is going to attack Timothy with 2 hand axes. 19 and 21.
Jesus.
Yeah, they.
Glad we had this week off because
they...
last week I was rolling terribly. Today I'm rolling pretty good.
Yeah, great.
Except for the 0. Except for the 0.
So can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Since I'm playing the medic.
Yeah.
Can she use healer's kit on a halfling or no? Is halfling just dead?
The halfling doesn't get death saves, so he's dead. Only if you do the characters get death saves. So
right, like Heartbloom has
Heartbloom,
it established
Tyrus,
on her
and
sheet.
Tyra. Yeah.
Okay.
Those 3 do. Everything else I don't believe does.
Ferris doesn't?
Okay.
No. Only a
my
very
God.
select few. Tyrus and Tyra are the
Yeah.
2 toughest fighters. It's the benefit of coming with that crew, and then
We gotta be
Heartbloom's your
careful with these
Yeah,
bitches,
we gotta
guys.
be real careful. God damn.
God damn.
All right, 19 and 21. So that's for 4 points of slashing damage, and then 9 points, so 13 total to Timothy. As this one just hacks straight into him, finding 2 weak spots. You can see all of these borders are pretty aggressive fighters. Okay, at disadvantage, the last one's going to attack the shark. That's a 6 for the first strike, and an 18 for the second one. OG, you got the shark, right?
No.
Oh, that's me. Sorry. One more
Oh,
time.
yeah, sorry. A 6 and an 18. Imagine the 6 misses, but the 18 probably hits.
Yes, 18 hits.
4 points of slashing damage to the shark.
Okay.
Saphira.
Yes. Okay. What's this guy looking like? Pretty rough or nah?
He's barely touched, but he has just gone underwater.
Okay. What's attacking like in water? Is it any different or nah?
Yeah, it's disadvantage, especially running water as it is right now, because they're going to start to move back. The only reason this guy's kind of kept here is because the shark has got him in his mouth, whereas this guy's going to start to drift backwards.
Okay, that's fine then. Saphira will just let him die, and she'll climb up then.
Okay, go for it.
And this guy is charmed, yeah?
Yeah. Although, under the new rules of Stein, right, Sam, she can attack him, right?
If she attacks him, he will fall out of it, right? Or did they change it?
I think the new Stein is that you can just keep attacking him. He just gets a roll at the end of his turn.
I thought that was the fire chains.
I think it's both. I think Stein now is that you can attack. I tell you what, because...
Let me just check it real quick, because I got it right here.
It's all good.
In this book.
I'd say with your Krigmity belt, I would say from now on, you can just decide which of the 2 you want, because they're very situational. And it makes it like a fun little thing. So just choose which one you'd prefer. If you'd rather want a minute one, where if they're attacked, they break it, or one where they get a turn every turn. But you can attack them for free.
Oh no, you're right. The new updated one is it doesn't break.
Yeah, they get to make their save more often, but you can attack the shit out of them.
Nice.
It repeats the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah, so he kind of misses his next turn anyway. Okay, even if he succeeds. So he's technically in a stupor, Jari, but you won't break it by hurting him.
Okay. I'll start with this one anyway. Saphira will go to this person and attack her.
Yeah, the tougher, bigger lady looks to you. She's wielding the chain.
Okay, cool. I'll reckless attack against
Go
her.
for it.
Oh, I've got like a million character sheets open.
Tyra will turn you and go, "Hey, this one is mine."
That's fair.
I know,
That's very
right?
fair.
Yeah, Saphira's like, looks like you're having a little bit of trouble. I will show you how it's done.
Tyra's like, let's rock, paper, scissors for it. I hate that game. Bullshit.
That was
She's learning.
advantage.
Yeah.
14?
14 with advantage. Sorry, I didn't have a character sheet up. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
14 doth not hit, I'm afraid.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, okay. Is reckless attack just for the first attack? I always forget.
No.
Forget both. Okay, cool. Well, let's go for the next one then. 16. Oh my god.
16 does hit.
The worst rolls in the history of rolls.
That's okay. If it hits, it hits, eh?
Big hits though. There you go.
Oh, nice. So 17 plus 7, so for a total of 24
Damn.
damage.
Hell yeah.
She is starting to look pretty rough. She's one of the tougher ones, but she's definitely taken a lot of damage from the Jew already. So as you kind of hack into her, you can see it's Captain, hello, help over here. Anything else you'd like to do?
It looks like your captain is not coming to help you.
No, that's my turn.
She doesn't know the captain's in a dream with you, but she doesn't. She thinks you just mean he's busy. Kind of looks at you and thinks, okay, I'll do it myself. Ferris.
All right. Ferris is going to see that our captain over here is in danger. And we'll do a snowball swarm on the guy in front of her.
Okay.
So that is a dex save. You have to beat a 14. And 3d6 damage.
16.
Shit.
Aw, man.
So I think he takes half.
That makes sense.
What is up with this?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
half as much damage on a successful. So half of 15.
He is looking very rough.
Good.
Yeah, he
and
gets
then
hit
the
by, like, he kind of
shark-
sees the ice come down. He just dodges away from some, but some of them slam into him and just kind of leave these icicles in him.
Damn him. All right, the shark actually gets, I forgot this, gets advantage rolls on any creature that doesn't have all of its hit points.
Oh, then both of these.
Nice.
Yeah, so since this one is the weaker of the two, I think he'd stick with
Okay.
attacking. So, do I just do it twice?
Yeah. Yeah, just do it twice and whatever, take the 23. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
12 points of piercing.
Woo!
Okay. So yeah, the shark just still just tearing at his legs, pulling him. He's trying his hardest to try and break free, but can't. Okay. Fia. Harpoon's
Hello.
on deck.
Okay. Fia is going to twin chromatic orb.
Twin chromatic orb.
She's
Okay.
going to hit this guy,
Okay.
and she's going to hit that guy.
Okay.
Well, she's hoping to hit them.
Open hit them both. That's all good.
Well, she's not going to make that one.
Natural one on the left guy.
Yeah.
And then
She whiffed that one.
That's okay. He's managed
And
to
a
hold
26. Yeah, that dude. So fire 21.
21 fire damage to this guy. Okay.
Yes.
He's still alive, but he's definitely looking a lot more hurt now. He just gets blasted by this orb of fire that kind of changes as it goes towards him. Just morphs into fire, hits against him, just ripples across his skin. You see this great big charred mark, and he coughs out a bit of blood. Looks across. You're next. Anything? Any movement? No.
Heartbloom's next.
Yeah. How hurt is this dude that's next to me?
Very. He looks like he's on his last legs. Looks like a
Great.
halfling could take him.
I'm really gonna try to just
Okay.
chop this boy. If
Fia's
you're trying-
gonna-
Yeah, as a kind of disclaimer for the captain as well, the captain's actions will also help with the crew. So if the captain was to run away, the crew would notice and be a little bit concerned by that. If the captain was
I
to fall,
assumed since there's like a morality,
Yes.
not morality, but a morale
yeah.
aspect to the ship.
So
if the captain
captain's
was
a
like,
beast, then yeah, they will be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
He's gonna
I want to kill this
move.
guy for sure.
Towards the captain, anyway.
Sick.
Okay, did you walk around that area? Okay.
Yeah. Just went through there.
All right.
And then that's
Go
it.
for
Sorry.
it, Captain Heartbloom.
Let's cut this boy down. 21.
21 hits.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Get him.
9 damage. Piercing.
She leans across, stabs him straight
Hell
through the
yes.
neck, and pulls back, kind of Arya style, straight through the neck. You just see a little bit of blood go,
Nice.
Hell yeah.
and he drops his axe as he kind of grips to try and hold the blood in, but drops to his knees and dies right in front of her.
Good.
I think she, even though she's obviously really fucked up, she adjusts her big hat and kind of puffs up.
Yeah. You
Cute.
see Lug go like, yes, yes. He's kind of starts banging his hands against the wheel.
Cute.
Yes.
Any movement from her, or is she gonna stay there?
I think she'll probably stay there because she is really hurt.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense. Makes sense.
she'll just take a breather while trying to look cool.
That's all good. All right.
Yeah.
Deckhands. This guy's going to try and grip hold of the ship as it goes past. And he fails. So he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. All of his movement speed going back. So he's trying to grab on. He can't get any footing on it. He's getting drifted back in the water.
Oh my god, this guy's about to die in the worst possible way.
Yeah, he's going to drown alone at sea. And then the only one that can go into combat is this one, who's going to go straight to help his captain. And he's going to take... he only gets one attack because the captain failed his bonus action insult. So he's going to take a cutlass strike, 12 to hit Scold, which I believe does not hit. So he swings his cutlass, but gets deflected by Scold. Technically Lug and the Halfling's turn, but I can remove those because the Halfling is now death. Basil.
All right. I am going to try something interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here in front of this guy, and I'm going to try to thunder wave him, push him into the wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me just double check what save that is. Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw.
When you get a second, Joe, can you delete the other medic? Because I dragged another one on.
Okay,
so
which one do you... okay, yeah, delete this one. Got it.
Yeah, that one's me.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
She's still...
Oh, did she get removed from the turn order?
Yeah.
She's right before Fabia. She's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, well, then you can just take a turn straight after yours, right? Or before yours. Yeah,
Perfect.
That works. Yeah, con save and throw, 15.
Oh, wait, if it's the same as my spell save, does that mean he beats it?
Yeah, I think he has to roll 15 or above, right?
So yeah.
Frick. Because mine is 15, so he takes no damage and he doesn't move back. Or is it half damage? Let me check.
Half damage.
Oh, yeah, half damage. Okay, let me roll that. 2d8. Do. Not bad. 13 damage. Half of it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
Not bad. Not what I wanted, but
You
not
blast
bad.
him, he kind of almost falls back, but he keeps his foot in there and looks at you and goes, I fucking hate mages.
I'm a
Anything else?
bard. How dare you?
So insulted. Like, what?
Yeah, he's like super insulted.
Dare you?
Feels like it.
Yeah.
What's so bad about that?
No, I think that's it right now.
Okay.
Save my resources.
Tyrus. Oh, Sam, you muted.
Sam, you mute.
Tyrus is gonna ignore this guy. He's gonna leave it to his sister and run around 5, 10. 15,
Yeah, she'll use
20.
her attack opportunity.
Huh?
She'll use her
You get
attack
an
opportunity.
attack up, right?
Yeah. She's gonna use her chain. 7 to hit, doesn't hit. It's just too distracted by the other two. Tries to swing her chain back, but misses Tyrus. All right.
He's just gonna jump on the captain from behind, not realizing he's in a stupor.
Okay.
Thing.
Go ahead and attack.
Uh, 25.
Hits.
$20.
Hits.
$24.
Hits.
Nice.
Oh, yes, 3 attacks.
28 damage.
Holy shit.
28
Nice.
damage. Yeah, he's like the strongest NPC. Hurt him and his sister. 28 damage. Very nice. It's not the first bit of damage actually the captain's taken. So
Yeah, the psychic damage when he got shit on.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Wait, did he take psychic damage from the shit?
27. Yeah.
Not from the actual shit, right?
Not
Because he
from the
thought that was
turd
good
itself.
luck.
Yeah.
But
Bad math. You Just gets 3 slashes into him. His back just opens up. His cape his kind of big jacket he's wearing opens up with these ripples of cuts, and blood just starts seeping out from him. And he just stands on his dreamy stupor still, unfazed, as he dies from behind. Well, he's not dead yet. Dying.
Damn.
The healer. Zolaris.
Okay. Healer is gonna notice the heart bloom is like pretty fucked up. What is her movement? 35. So she's gonna go. Okay, she can get up here. Great. So Solaris is gonna move up here. And
Excuse me. Coming through.
yeah.
Cute. Cool.
And heal heart bloom. 10 to a creature, restore 1d6 plus 4 plus hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit die.
Which for her would only be 3. Or if it's by her hit die, then her hit die would be a 1d8.
So it's 1d6 plus 7 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right. 10 points of feeling.
Great.
Nice.
So heart bloom gets 10 back. She's at 18 health now. That's great.
She gets like these little
better.
slick bandages, like kind of leaf-like ones, but they have a kind of a stickier side. And she just laces them over a few of the cuts. Let me just get that one. Heart bloom's kind of like, stop, no, hold on. And she kind of wraps one around and blocks off a bunch of the wounds. All right.
I think if I recall from last session, Zolaris was used twice. So I think 3 out of the 10 healer kits have been used.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be her turn. Fabia is gonna, out of this guy and this guy, who looks the most fucked up?
Top guy.
I think the left guy. Yeah.
This guy.
This one?
Mhm.
Okay. Fabia's got steady aim on, so I'm gonna attack with advantage and kill this guy.
Go for it.
Sweet.
Fingers crossed, kill this guy.
Hell yeah.
24.
Hits.
Oops, short sword. Sorry.
Out.
26.
Hey, even better. Hits. It's
Oh
harder.
no, better.
18.
18.
Because I was hidden as well, so it'll be
Yeah.
sneak.
Where do you want to shoot him?
Oh, right in the forehead.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
dude. Always a headshot.
Cranium hit. Just
I
goes
want him,
straight
I
through
want
his
him
skull.
to be like in the middle of gloating and it just
And
he
he's
just
like,
falls.
he's got this kind of confusing moment, or like a headless chicken moment, where he doesn't realize his kind of motor functions going, and he's looking around, and he eyes towards your direction before falling to the ground, dying. There's only one
Amazing.
boarder left on the ship.
Love it.
The chain attacker is going to look straight towards you, Saphira,
Yes, sir.
and she's going to use her first attack to try and knock you prone.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is a 16 to hit. So if that hits, please roll a strength save.
And I'm advantage on strength saves because rage.
Yep.
You've got advantage as well, Joe.
Oh yeah, true. You do actually.
I
'cause
do,
of,
you're
breakfast
right.
attack. You want to roll again?
No, it would have hit anyway. 16.
18.
She makes it. The chain goes around the leg, and you feel it get going. She tries to tug it. You kind of manage to keep your foot down on the ground. She pulls her chain back. She's going to try and go for a disarm attack on you instead then.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Fuck me.
Can I have another strength
Strength.
save, please?
Re-roll it.
25.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I didn't know you could do the thing. 25. Yeah, you make it. He grabs hold of your weapon with the hook. And she manages to hook on. Tries to pull it. You're too strong against it. She's like, okay. Never mind. No more tricks then. I'll just attack. Take
Don't
another
touch my ex.
She's gonna take a hit with her chain. 16 to hit.
Hits, yeah.
This is for damage.
12
points of piercing damage. She whips her spike chain around you, just wraps all across your arm, embedding itself before she yanks it back, causing these kind of lacerations. Rounded down to 6. That's all she does, though.
Okay.
Kyra.
Tyra's gonna try and kill her
Go for it.
before Saphira can, because now it's a fucking contest.
That's very fair.
I respect it.
22.
That hits.
16.
That hits.
Ooh.
17.
That also hits.
And
Her bonus action attack.
is a 1.
That one misses.
She got too cocky.
Gets the 3 cuts in, and then the girl brings up her chain, just blocking it in the last one. But that is a total of what? 17, 23 damage. Okay. She is still alive. She's definitely near the end. Yeah. You've done 88 points of damage to her.
That means Saphira's gonna get the killing.
She's the first mate, so she's a little tougher than the other ones. The Whisper Mage.
Whisper Mage. I've decided his name is Pete. Pete
Okay.
is going to.
Yeah. He would probably tell you otherwise.
He wouldn't, because he's not going to say anything. So, in the absence of not knowing his name, Fia's going to just think his name is. No, I'm kidding. She would actually message and ask him what his name is. Okay. I guess
Petrus.
he'll have to move. He'll have to move here-ish, I think. And then he's going to Ray of Frost this
Go
guy.
for it.
We'll keep on Ray of Frosting.
Trust in the Ray.
Yeah, right. Why not? So it is a D20 plus 4, so 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Hits.
And then a D8, 6 damage.
6 points of damage as this guy gets hit by a ray of frost. Doesn't do immense damage to him, but you can just see his arm kind of frost over for a second as he's trying to block it with it. And you kind of get the early kind of marks of frostbite coming in. And he kind of shakes off his arm. Timothy. AKA Jari.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hi guys. I'm Tim.
I was like, who's controlling Timmy again?
Sorry, my brain doesn't like compute when it's not my name. Okay, Timmy. Well, since Captain Heartbloom's actually healed up now, because I was gonna heal. I guess Timmy can attack this guy, and also attack with his spiritual weapon.
Yep.
And that's a bonus, right?
Yep, you can use the bonus action to attack with the spiritual weapon, use the main action for a spell or a straight warhammer.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, I was not prepared. I'm really bad as Timmy.
That's okay.
I want to use. How weak is he looking actually?
It's semi roughed up. He's probably he was the healthiest of the lot on board.
I tell you what, I'll use Cure Wounds on Timmy, and and I'll use Spiritual Weapon on this guy.
Okay.
So let's start with the Spiritual Weapon.
Go for it. 23 hits.
Yep. And there we go. 5
points of force damage. It just whacks against him. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll do a Cure Wounds on Timmy.
It will tell you what level you want to cast it at. Be sure when you're casting the spells as Timothy as well to mark off your spell slots.
He's got enough. Yep, I've been.
Cool.
Just double checking that he's got spell slots in number 1. Oh, he doesn't have 1. Wait, no, that's 4. Where's 1? Oh, he's got 4 slots for that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Plenty.
Yeah, he's got plenty. Cast out level 1.
14 points of healing. Nice.
Okay, that was easy.
All right.
All right,
Top
Poggers.
of the round, it's
Timmy,
Scold.
you're looking healthy.
Seeing that the captain is being worked on, Skull's gonna turn around to this pipsqueak. And I'll just pick him up.
Okay.
Pick him up.
A casual way, he's just picking up deckhands. All right, he's gonna use acrobatics. 22.
16.
Yeah, he ducks under your hand this time after seeing his friend get thrown overboard.
Upset by the hand being ducked, he's just gonna hit him with the mole.
Okay.
Nice.
9 points of bludgeoning. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, you whack against him. You hear like a as you break one of the bones in his ribs. He's like, oh, shit. And he looks up at you, kind of seeing now that maybe being thrown over was the better solution. Anything else?
No, that's it. Just gonna look down and growl.
All right. The captain loses his turn, but he's going to roll the wisdom save. 17.
He wakes up.
And he wakes up and immediately goes, ah, my back. And he just straight looks at you, just not really understanding what just happened. But he loses his turn because it was the end of his turn. Now it's down to the borders. This border is going to look straight at Basil, who just slammed him with a thunder wave. And take 2 hand axe swings. 15 and 10.
15 hits.
5 points of slashing damage from the 15.
Okay.
And then the other one in the water, wrestling with a shark. 18 and a nat 20.
Oh, both of those hit.
4 points of slamming. 4 points of slashing, and then 9 points of slashing after. So a total of 13 points of slashing damage.
All right, got it.
Hacks them both in together into the head of the shark.
Shark is hurting.
Okay. Saphira.
All right. Saphira is gonna do a reckless attack on this guy next to this girl next to her. She wants to get the killing blow. So so she'll reckless attack.
Am I remembering correctly that the captain called for extra deckhands from below?
19.
Have they shown up yet?
Yeah, they added to the deck.
Okay. I couldn't remember if they were already on the board or if we're like just waiting on more dudes to show up.
If there's any more dudes, you haven't seen them.
Okay.
19 to hit. A hit.
Yep. Okay.
So
21
points of damage. Okay. Let me just double check her health. Yeah. She chops her. She's dead.
All right,
She had
yeah.
106
So
health total.
Saphira chops her down and gives Tyra a look that looks like totally tired of her bullshit, and then swings on her heels and jumps over here to fuck with the captain.
As you run away, Tyra's like, I did all the work, kill stealer.
Kill stealer. All right.
I thought better of you. And then she goes to attack the captain. I keep closing my character sheet, and then I have to scroll for 10 years to find it again. Okay. 18?
Does not hit. He manages to deflect at the last minute.
High.
Yeah, he's got high AC. Deflects where you're at the last minute and looks at you. Can someone deal with these as well as me? He kind of looks around now, noticing a lot of his crew are lying dead.
Oh, it looks like you've lost your crew.
Aye, but I'm not dead.
Yeah,
Ferris.
but you will be.
All right.
That's
can
some
the shark go
confidence.
first.
To look around and be like, everybody else is dead, but I'm
Yeah.
good.
I ain't.
You gotta respect it, though, don't you? You gotta respect it.
What is...
Can the shark go first?
Yeah,
On
absolutely.
Ferris's turn? Okay, cool. He's gonna try to kill this guy
Go for it.
since he's done so much damage. And I get another because it's advantage because he's full HP. Okay.
That hits.
11 piercing.
He's hurting, but he ain't dead.
Well, that's good because Ferris is gonna come over
Okay.
and try to finish the job.
Absolutely.
He's gonna do Snowbox Snowball. So Dex save, please.
Okay.
36.
Well, how many was that? What level was that?
That is second level. That's my last spell slot for that.
Yeah. I did because I didn't have a track for that, so I didn't know if you're tracking.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah.
It's a dex save, you say, yeah?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to him with disadvantage. I say as I roll a net 20. And
Fuck.
it's a 12. It's a 12, so he takes the full amount of damage.
So yeah, full amount of damage, 11.
But I'm sorry to say he's still alive as he gets pelted under the water with
really?
these icicles coming in. The water around him kind of freezing a little bit and attaching to him. Yeah, he's really hurt. But he was not very hurt when he first got pushed in.
Okay. Just to double check, the shark probably doesn't get death saving throws, correct?
It does not.
Okay, because he's on 12 HP, so.
Maybe it's time for shark retreat.
I mean, then he gets attack of Oppie, though.
He does get attack of
True.
opportunity.
Yeah.
But
So I suppose a shark can disengage.
Can I just call another hunter?
he
Isn't it
could
like a
have if he
familiar?
didn't use his attack. Attack.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll figure something out.
He doesn't lose the shark forever. He can get a new shark.
Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
but we like this shark.
Yeah, we
you know,
like this shark.
It's true. It's true.
He's
Thea.
our favorite shark.
Guy's in the water, right?
Yeah.
Like not even hanging on to the side of the ship.
No, he's
just,
trying
like,
to grab
flailing
on,
about.
but he's struggling.
Right. This
He's doing
dude's
athletics
fine.
checks. Yeah, he's fine. He's just steering the ship.
This dude's fine.
A little hurt, but not that badly.
This guy is
Hurt?
almost dead. How's he look?
It's okay. He's hurt, but
He looks.
I wouldn't
He
say he's
looks
almost dead.
okay.
What do you want to do?
Fine. Well, I'm gonna do something cool, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess instead of that, I will. I'm going to once again twin chromatic orb for
Okay.
the hell of it, and I'll go for this dude,
Okay.
and then we'll go for this guy.
Okay.
Why not, right?
So the first shot's
So-
for the guy on your deck, second shot's for the second. Go for it.
Yeah.
So anyone hits the first
21
guy?
and a 24.
They both hit.
And that is a 13 and an 8. So let's just make it a 13 and a 13 because she gets to add
Yep.
5 to one of them. Please and thank you.
Okay, so 13. He's still alive. One on the deck, but gets slammed with the fire, and then the other guy also gets slammed. You can see him kind of press up against his wheel for a second. The helm can lean against it, look down, pats out like a fire in his jacket, and looks across. Captain, they're firing at me.
Yeah, just waves.
Heartbloom.
Heart bloom. Well, I don't know that she has much she can do right now.
Fair enough. She has range attacks as
She
well.
can. She does. That's true. What's
I
the
think every
range on this
NPC does.
crossbow? Okay, I'll hand crossbow this guy.
Okay.
7.
Goes over his head. She thinks to herself, damn it, I haven't used this in some time.
Oh, bless her.
This deckhand is going to see if he remains in the fight. He's going to do his athletics check. It's a 4. Yeah, he's drifting off the map.
Aww.
To see-
Trying to grab on.
Bye.
In the midst of combat, Saphira finds a time to give him a little wave as he drifts off.
This one's going to raise his crossbow and fire at Scold. Nat 20.
Damn.
Reroll.
Okay. 16.
Ooh.
Spell. Miss.
It fires straight past you. And yeah, that's all you can do.
Scott sees the twinkle in the guy's eye, He's got a shot lined up and he kind of just says him long enough to make him miss.
Yeah, he just kind of gets intimidated last moment and just almost misfires on purpose as it goes past you. The next one's going to take his cutlass attack at you, though, Scold. 23 to hit.
That does hit.
8 points of slashing.
Ouchie.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Cool.
Confidence actions. Basil.
All right. Could I do... So Shatter is a sphere. Could I hit both of these guys here with Shatter? It's a 10-foot radius sphere.
No, because he's technically 20 foot under, because he's 5 foot under the water and he's 15 foot down.
Shit.
No, it would be just out of range.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
I
actually,
will...
if you stepped off the edge, like looked over the edge,
Yeah.
and you did it somewhere in the middle, he's technically 20 feet away. Yeah. So
do.
I'd say if it was if you have to step forward to look off the edge to do it, because you'd be aiming for the kind of straight, the middle of it being like pretty much somewhere 5 foot off the water to hit both of them.
Okay. Got it. Do you want me to move to look over the edge?
Yes, please. You want to take an attack of up, but just for the sake of the pieces.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder, if I cast it there, how does that work? Is Shatter going to affect me? No, it won't, right?
No.
Because I'm the caster?
If you're casting it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You would get hit by it as a caster, but it's technically like where you're casting it, because we haven't really got the kind of horizontal view for this. It's somewhere below that's only just hitting the deckhand.
Okay, perfect. So that's a con save from both of them.
The one on deck is rolling a 3, a natural 1, and the other one is an unnatural 20 in the water.
Okay, so he takes half damage of 18 thunder damage, and the other guy takes full.
Okay, and then the other guy takes full. The other guy drops down dead. Yes, he drops down dead, the one on the deck. As Shatter causes his ears to bleed, drops down to the ground, the thunder rippling from him. Falls forward, actually, because it would have been behind him. And he collapses on the deck. The other guy, he's extremely hurt. But alive.
Sake.
Extremely so.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to do Vicious Mockery at the one in the water.
Nice.
Isn't Shatter an action?
Can I not? Yeah, it is. Shit. Can't do that. Never mind.
Okay.
Vicious Mockery, useless. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Tyrus.
Tyrus is going to keep beating up the captain.
Go for it.
Does he realize that the captain was stunned, or does he just think he's like wasting
I think he just
it?
got like a good sneak attack on him.
Yeah.
And it was a belated yell. Okay, the first one is 21.
Hits. The 15 doesn't hit.
And a nat 1.
Oh, no. Yeah, only the first one hits. He deflects the other 2, but he's still looking fine. The captain's barely been touched. All right. The healer.
She's got 10 uses of that kit. Is Timmy's... Well, I mean, everybody... Like, there's nobody attacking us anymore up here. But I guess I shouldn't...
Boy in the water.
Well, Zolaris can't attack anybody, I don't think.
dagger.
Oh, well,
Or like
she
a cudgel or
can, but
something.
yeah. Yeah. I'm more wondering, like, should I assume that the battle's almost over, or should I assume there's reason to keep healing people? There's no reason not to. She gets the healer kits back after a long rest. Is that correct?
Once
Or
a
no?
week.
Once a week.
Once a week. Okay. She'll chill then.
Okay.
We're
Just-
we're on day 2, right, of our week?
Yeah.
Or day 3. I
Day
don't
3.
remember.
Well, no, it might be day 4. Third night was when you first saw the sail. 4th day was when you attacked, I believe.
I think she's gonna chill.
Okay.
Because Timmy was hurt a bit but healed himself, yeah? And Heartbloom got healed a bit. I think we're okay. I think she's gonna chill. Fabia is going to... Can I, with my movement, jump up and then climb up onto this?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Boop. No longer hidden. Let me adjust. And then she's going to. I can't shoot the guy in the water, can I? He's underwater. Yeah.
You can with disadvantage. I would say at that range, his AC would go up a bit because that's a pretty damn tricksy shot to make. Actually, no, because you're in the crow's nest, I'd say you'd be able to see just overboard there. So I would say straight disadvantage, but his AC doesn't change.
Okay. That one.
Okay. You fire into the water, it just goes wide, and it's just the angle's difficult.
Whoops! My bad. She
How hurt is that guy?
up above everybody.
How what?
Like
Sorry.
really, really hurt apparently.
really
Yeah,
hurt.
he's about to get
ludicrously
chomped
hurt.
by the shark for sure.
All right.
But he might kill the shark before the shark can chomp.
That's everybody's turn.
Is
for me.
Tyra's turn.
Oh, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Tyra will step over the first mate, making sure to step on her to
Okay.
feel better,
Yep, fair.
and then join in the dogpiling on the captain.
Nice.
Okay. 19 is exactly what you needed to hit. That's a nat 20. And 13 misses. And 12 misses. So yeah, the first two hit. 17 points of damage. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, her claws just coming out, slashing against him. And he's trying to deflect them, but he only gets the last two. He's covered in blood all across him now. The Whisper Mage.
So, Pete. Pete's
Pete.
gonna. Ferris probably whispered to Pete that like the shark, was hurt, right? They've had a whole conversation going this whole time. Obviously,
Yes,
it's just we couldn't hear it, right?
They're called, so they're really
Yeah.
good friends.
And Pete's like, I fucking love that shark. That dude's great. I'm super worried about him. So he's gonna,
Okay.
rush over to the edge and kind of like stick his hand, over the side. And obviously he's gonna ray of frost the guy in the water.
He does have disadvantage though, because it's.
Yeah, he's gonna try it. He loves that shark. I don't think you understand. He really loves that shark. He's very worried about the shark. So
That's
he's
fair
gonna
enough.
try
The shark is being power gamed right now.
The poor shark.
The shark might not like him back, but he doesn't care. He loves that shark.
Okay.
Okay, so that is oof. He got really nervous. It was an 11 and a 5.
Well,
He's scared for the shark.
Oh wait, it was a 15 and a 9.
Yep, the 9 misses. If he hit the 15, didn't have disadvantage, he would have hit. If he dived into the
Damn it.
water, no, that would have still been disadvantage. Regardless, the beam
Poor Pete.
just goes a little bit wide because bear in mind the shark's kind of swimming around with him as well in the mouth. They're kind of keeping up
Yeah.
with the ships. That it's a hard shot to make.
Pete's super upset, and he goes like no, but he can't talk, so he just sort of like wordlessly like
tear fall.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
He's
it freezes
like really,
on his cheek.
really yeah.
Freezes on his
Timothy,
neck.
aka Jari.
He hits the side of the ship in frustration.
That is me. There's not really that many people left for us to fight on our ship, right? There's just this guy in the water. And I
Comes
don't
down
know
to
how Timmy's
range.
gonna. Yeah, Timmy's not really gonna make it over, but he can send his spiritual weapon over, right?
Yeah, he can move that. It's got 20 foot of movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be able to get to here and be just under the water next to the guy.
Okay. Then let's go for a doink on this guy
Go for it.
Yeah.
with Timmy's spiritual weapon.
Okay. Because it's a spiritual weapon, I don't think it gets disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I would say
focus.
because it technically doesn't take up its space, it wouldn't be affected by the likes of gravity and whatnot. And
Holy
there
fuck.
you go.
Timmy!
Nat 20.
Timmy, nat 20'd! Go on, Timmy!
Nice.
Somewhere out there, Shane is
off.
smiling.
Surely this has killed him.
He had 1 HP, so yeah, it clogs him.
Thank fuck.
And he just drops.
All he had to do was hit, dude.
Yeah,
That's
I
all he
know.
had
That's
to
why
do.
I was- if you'd all missed down to that guy's turn, he probably would have killed the shark before the end. And then probably drifted off. Just a whack against the back of the head just caused his neck to snap. And he drifts lifeless in the water. The shark still got him in his mouth. What does Timothy want to do for his action?
I want to consult the team about this one, but should Timmy should we use a diamond and resurrect the halfling?
How many diamonds do we have?
I think only a couple.
Sure.
But
That
we can
I
use tack to convert gold into diamonds, right?
not necessarily diamonds.
That's-
You get any gem
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we have at least. I know Fia bought 1 500 and 1 300, and then like one that was like 50. I don't know if we had more than that.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's an expensive res, but I'm just thinking more about like the morale of the crew, especially now that they're. And I feel like they would feel really happy if they had like some kind of security that made them feel like, you know what, this
Well,
guy
Reg-
died.
Hang on, are you trying to argue to revive the shark?
No.
No.
The
No,
shark
the
is alive.
halfling.
It's the
Because the flop floop people, they already hate when we go into a fight. Their morale is already going to be
Oh
low.
yeah, definitely revive like everyone but the shark.
The shark isn't dead.
The shark's fine. The shark's alive, Sam.
Sam,
I
when he
can
does
hear
die,
you
when he
right
does die.
now.
It's Sam's
When it
turn
does die,
next. The
just let him
shark might die.
Yeah.
Then Timmy will go over to the halfling, and he will use Revivify.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good call.
All right.
Hell yeah.
What cost is the diamond for that?
Diamond's worth 300.
You lose the 300 gold diamond as it breaks up in his hand, crushing it into dust, glittering over the halfling, and brings him back to life. Is it? What's the casting time? Is it as an action, Revivify, or is it a minute?
Let's see. One action.
Yeah. All right. So he breaks it over him. The halfling comes back to life, lying on the ground with 1 HP.
Yeah, Timmy offers him his hand, and he's like, "Come back into the fray, friend."
Well,
Even though he can't get up.
yeah, he can't get up this step.
No, don't ruin my roleplay, okay?
At the top of the round for Skull, what would you like to do?
Skold will crack his neck. He's a bit irritated that this has taken so long. He's gonna Haug,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna grab this guy.
Which guy?
I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this guy right here.
Okay. I will do my acrobatics check,
Oh,
which is
15.
19.
Come on. Ah, shit.
You can do it again?
18. Fuck yeah. Wait, I think you have to roll again though, right?
Oh, yeah,
It's a separate attack.
oh, you're doing a separate attack? By the way, do you get
Yeah.
advantage on these checks?
No, this is my second attack.
Okay.
And you get
Should he
advantage if
get-
I'm
Oh,
big.
if you're big. Yeah, sorry. Can you mix that with thing? 23. I rolled really well there. It's a
dude.
+5, and I rolled an 18 and a 14 for the first one.
That guy sucks.
He's just dodging
Does
your hand
suck.
as it comes to grab him twice.
What
But
a
no,
loser.
don't you touch me.
Skold
They
has,
saw what
dropped
you
his
did to
mace.
that other guy, dude.
Two hands. I was going, oh.
Yeah, he knows his
Trying to
mate's just
grab
like,
Come
gone.
here.
On the captain's turn, he's going to use his mythic action to call
Oh.
towards the deckhand at the back, and he says, "We're losing. Blow it all up." You see the deckhand goes.
Oh.
The deckhand, as part of this action, moves his free hand, lets go of the helm, and puts a torch into the lantern. That's where it starts. Now for the actual captain's turn. He's going to, with advantage, take 3 attacks against you, Saphira.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
Yeah, that one hits.
Reroll it.
Okay.
Oh!
Lamped.
15.
Yeah, that one still hits, I think.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me just double check. Pretty sure it does, sir. Yeah, 15 hits. She's got 14
24
AC.
and a 26.
Yeah, all hit.
Okay. 7 points of piercing, 5 points of piercing. Oh, wait, sorry. I skipped the last rapier attack. He only gets 2 attacks with the rapier. The other one's with his whip. So he's going to use his whip just to attack you. It's a 21 to hit.
Did you attack with advantage, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that's 5 points of slashing from the whip. So it's a total of 12 points of piercing, reduced down to 6. 5 points of slashing, reduced down to 3.
Okay.
Okay, as he just hacks into you. That's the best he's got. I can delete these guys. They're not on the turn order anymore. Saphira.
All right. So Saphira is going to have to come back and give him a reckless attack straight in his kisser.
Okay.
All right. 26.
26 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
19.
19 points of damage. Okay.
Yep. And should... Oh, I accidentally mute myself. Should just go in and attack again. Oh, not 20.
Nice.
Very nice. Hits. I mean, obviously.
All right.
You roll
Naturally.
it? I'm kidding.
All right.
And then it just takes the 2
26.
from the rage. No, because it only takes... You don't get roll the radiant twice. So 2 from the rage, and then 16. So 18 points of damage.
Okey-doke.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking rough now. Ferris.
Okay. So what was this guy back here doing?
He's just lit a torch from the lantern.
That's
After the
sketchy.
captain said, blow it all up.
Okay. First I'm gonna do ice knife at him.
Okay.
So let's see here. Needs to do a spell. Wait. Ranged spell attack, which would be... Where am I going to find this? I think that's his...
It'd be your to hit modifier.
So DC 14 plus 6?
No, you'd roll a nat 20 plus your charisma and your proficiency. So your proficiency is...
So roll a d20.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And then add your charisma.
So his charisma is
proficiency.
plus 0, and proficiency is plus 6. So 17? Is that right?
17 hits. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So then it's a 1d10
Mm-hmm.
for damage. Nat 1.
Oh, no.
He only gets hit by a tiny little spike.
But then the shard does explode, and the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6. So
And he failed. He got a 3.
dex saving throw. Perfect.
You
So
want 2d6 as well.
Ooh, 10 damage.
10 damage. He's still alive.
Okay. And then the shark can't really do anything because there's nothing in the water. So end turn.
All right. Fear.
Wait, would it hit the lantern?
Yeah, so what's the deal with the torch?
The ice shard exploding? Would it hit the torch?
I will roll a dex save for the torch.
Yeah.
But it's going to have higher
As the
AC because
torch
he's
jumps
holding it
out the
up.
way.
Okay.
So I'll hit with a difficulty of 20 to see if he can actually beat it. No, sorry. I'll add, because I'm rolling a save, sorry. I'll add an extra plus 6. So it'd be a plus 8 total.
Okay.
18 anyway.
Torch
He
is
managed to
very
keep the torch ahead.
dexterous.
Just because he's holding it up. So it's more about if he can actually hit it.
Right.
So this dude has a torch in his hand, but the thing is lit already.
Yeah, he lit it as part of the last action thing.
Does it look like it's doing anything? The thing he lit? Like,
No,
look like it could be
he's just lit a
stopped?
torch. He's just lit a torch. That's all he's done. He's used the lantern to light a torch.
okay, so now he's holding a torch, so nothing has been
His action's
Maybe
in
there's
yet,
like
so
That
he's-
in action,
he's-
yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
Got
Or-
it.
Okay. Okay. In that case, Fia would like to. And how does that dude look? He looks like okay-ish.
Semi-rough.
Semi-rough.
He's rough.
Okay. Okay. Fia is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. I can do a spell as a bonus action, and then I can do a cantrip, right? As my action.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
What would you like to do?
She's gonna misty step
Okay.
Nice.
over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to 5, 10,
So for you guys on deck, you just see a
5, 10,
Nightcrawler star.
15, 20. No, wait, sorry. She wants to go here. She doesn't actually want to be in melee with him. So then she's going to use her movement,
Okay.
and that's the spell, that's the action. So she will then only be able to this round. She's gonna just firebolt him.
Okay.
Try to
Yeah, go for it.
stop him, right? Okay, so
17 hits.
17. 21.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's dead. You killed him.
Damn.
Hell
With 18
yeah.
health. It's a lot of damage from a firebolt. Nice. Yeah, you blast him with a
Okay.
firebolt and he just falls to the ground, just charred across him as it kind of erupts across his body.
I assume she can't do it. I assume she can't try to like put the torch out or anything, because that would be an extra like
It's just
action or something.
burning in his hand, some of the flames flicking on the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it would take an extra action.
All right.
You pretty much deduce there's nothing to, other than the deck itself, to really light around this point here.
Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all
Heart
she's gonna
bloom?
do.
I think Heartbloom, now that everybody on like our ship is dead and we're just kind of like observing the other ship, she's probably gonna, this isn't like an ability she has or anything, but she's probably gonna take her turn to start like giving out orders that are kind of more positive, like, you know, Lug, you're doing great. Keep us moving. Keep us in line with them so that we can get them back as safely as possible. Let's start getting, you know, everybody, all of these guys off the ship. She's going to move down here and clap this guy on the shoulder and say, it's good to have you back. Like that kind of stuff.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
She's so
Okay.
cute.
Or charisma check, because she probably doesn't have performance there.
She needs that, like, isn't that a feat,
Unless she's
right?
got
like
it as
inspiring
if
leader.
she's got it as proficiency.
13.
Okay, yeah, I would say like people are decently happy to see her kind of up and around. Maybe not paying as much attention to her as they could, but that's probably just because
Yeah.
they're in the midst of the fight.
Yeah. She's trying to like keep people from just standing and staring and being kind of like paralyzed by it, if possible. Anybody that seems sort of like unsettled, sort of give off the air of like, we're doing great, everything's fine, you know, let's root for them and do what we can over here.
Sounds good. I'm gonna roll for the deckhand's turn a charisma save to see if they want to continue fighting. That's a 2. He drops his cutlass straight away and puts his hands up. And his captain looks at him and goes, you damn coward. We're gonna blow. Gonna notices the guy at the top is dead with the new mage on board. Looks around to you. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll an intimidation check, Scold and Saphira, with strength, just because he's kind of now weighing up his options. And I will combat it with his charisma to see if he.
Do I get a bonus on this one for rage?
No, this would be just straight intimidation, just based on the
check.
fact that he's
Okay.
yeah, just a straight strength intimidation.
Sure. 16.
I mean, you technically beat him already, so in the midst of it, he kind of looks at you, looks at the Scold, looks across the Tyrus Tower, deflects one more blow, and then drops his cutlass and puts his arms up. I yield. And end of
Hell
combat,
yeah.
initiative. You stand there on his ship as he holds up his hands, realizing they've lost the battle.
Does this guy follow suit?
Oh, he already did. That guy dropped beforehand.
he did,
He
yeah.
ordered 2 on his charisma check. He dropped way before. They both kind of look at you, and the guy, the other guy, the first kind of deckhand, closes his eyes, just wincing, like expecting to be hit, and the captain looks at you and goes, "The plunder's yours then, but leave my men, my man be."
Scott will shove the guy out the way and start looking through
Falls to the ground.
their shit.
Okay. Go for it. Okay, roll an investigation check.
While Scold's doing that, Fia will walk up to the captain and ask him his name, the name of
Can
his ship.
Saphira like pin him down while everyone's doing that?
15.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he doesn't.
For fun.
Yeah, he doesn't fight against it at all. All right, let me just get at 15 in that section over there. You would find in the barrels that are on top. You'd find bits of rope. You'd find various kind of foods, a lot of fruit. You work out it's probably enough food to last another probably half a week to a week total. If you were to go a little bit rationed, you can probably deduce by that this ship comes from a local source, goes out for a few days at a time, and comes back after a few prizes. But you get mostly just extra resources for your crew. I'll say because
Nice.
you, just to slow it down as well, to speed things up on the top crew. Your investigation checks as well that the barrel on the far end next to the crate, that one contained gunpowder, or black powder, in this world, and pretty much work out that's probably what they're going to run for. So you have a barrel of black powder as well.
Is there anything else to search for? Because Fabio can just leap over.
You can
but-
go below deck. There'll be more to find below deck,
Okay.
most likely.
Yeah, Fabio's going to use her leap and hop over and go below deck and look around down there.
Saphira's gonna ask then. So, what is the best thing that you have on this ship?
Before you
What is
do,
our-
Fear's question to the name, he looks
Yeah.
directly at you as you kind of pin down. He looks up and goes, "Captain Isgar of the Teetering Tom."
Isgar?
Isgar, yeah.
Teetering. Has Fia ever heard of him or his ship?
What a streetwise check.
What did we decide that was? Sorry.
It's a charisma base roll. So it's charisma. You wouldn't be proficient in it, so just straight charisma.
20.
Yeah, I'd say the names come up. He's not exactly a big player in the scene. He's one of those kind of a pirate who gets by. As long as he gets a prize every couple of prizes each month, he's happy. And his men are okay by it. It's an average crew, usually quite tough people, but not the best pirates as per se. But they're still decent enough. Never had the biggest prizes. Not kind of renowned.
You know anything about whether or not he keeps his word, like other pirates, etc.?
I'd say with a 20, he's pretty traditional in his beliefs of piracy. So yeah, he would stick to his word. He believes going down with a ship, but knows when to surrender. And you kind of would have just heard his name as like one of those pirates who doesn't really have as much ambition as a lot of the other best known ones.
Okay. Okay. What were you gonna? Sorry.
Yeah, he looks at Saphira. The best things on board. We stole some saffron, some spices, some Vohin berries recently. That's probably your best bet.
Saphira nods.
Okay.
And what is there now for you? What will you do now? Now that your crew is dead and your ship is battered, what do you plan to do next?
Get a new crew, a better one. As long as I live this. And looks around. You're gonna feed us your beastie down there.
I don't know. Does he look
We haven't
hungry?
decided.
All I'll ask is, you feed me before this one, so I don't have to hear his whining.
Looks at Deckhand.
He's kind of his hands on the back of his head. After being pushed over from Scold, he hasn't moved. He's got his hands back of his head, like waiting.
Oh.
If
Can I roll investigation below?
Yeah,
Sorry.
go for it.
No,
You
go ahead.
can finish your conversation. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You can roll an investigation.
13. Fuck. What a terrible roll with a +6.
I would say, like, because it's genuinely just looking around a cargo hold, it's more that it just takes you longer.
Okay.
You on the second deck as you go down, you notice there's a couple of like younger sailors who are not fighters at all, very skinny, runty, but lads who kind of they have their hands up. You know, they're
Just be
ones
like, what's
directing
up?
the
And
cannons.
she's like rifling through shit.
Hey, what do you got in your pockets? Anything good?
Yeah.
The
Anything
second
good
deck
in these?
has two. You know the weapons on board. You saw the blister on the top. You'd see they've got the same size cannons as you, which are 9-pounders, but they also have some 12-pounders, two 12-pounders.
Okay.
Once you get down to the bottom deck, you would find, rummaging through gold in a chest, you'd find some gems, assorted gems, probably around 300 gold.
Okay.
Gold in a chest, up to about 400 gold.
Nice.
And then you'd find spices of saffron wrapped up, mustard seeds, and dried vohin berries. Roll a nature check to kind of...
Ooh.
Yeah, roll a nature check to see their rarity, I would say.
Oh, before I forget, Saphira would like to pluck the hat off of his head. It's hers now.
Okay, yeah, you give yourself a tricorn hat. 12.
Wow.
I'd say with that, you
This
probably...
is honestly a tragedy that I don't have a better nature bonus.
That's
I guess I
fair.
just didn't give a shit out there.
I think
You are
the thing,
natural.
I think they imagine the way that would work is probably anything that would have been from like your area, you would probably know of. I'd say with that, you could deduce that none of these exist around the places you've been around Kessex, so you must deduce that they're probably rarer, or at least they're not from that
Okay.
nation. For selling different spices and whatnot, it's best to go to the furthest location from where they're grown, so you could at least know that they're
Right.
not grown around Kessex.
What was the third thing called? I'm sorry.
Vohin berries. They're dried. VOHIN.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. I'll grab all that. Put it in my bag of holding.
He kind of sits there in your grasp, Saphira, and looks up. Take what you need. We're gonna do... Well, that's gonna take everything you've got. So
That didn't really work out for you, did it?
sometimes
Have
it
you
does.
not ever considered a change of profession? It seems that you're not so good at this. And
I got unlucky.
She plays with the hat and puts it on her head and grins.
I didn't expect there to be warriors aboard your ship. I like to go for smaller
So you
prizes.
just pick on the weak, huh?
I do.
That sounds like a pretty pathetic pirate, if I do not say so myself.
I'm 57 years old. I only reached 57 because I'm a smart pilot.
Smart or a coward?
It's not cowardly to know your limits.
But it is cowardly to steal from innocent traders and people who cannot defend themselves, no?
Then let me be cowardly. I'll be doing it until my last breath either way.
You
A
see
sad
this ship over here?
Aye?
Points at our ship.
They would have also, by the way, been following up the sail, so you would be slowly drifting now, either side.
Sure. Do you think you'd recognize it if you saw it again? There's a right answer to this.
Yeah, of course I would. I mean, the deck's painted red. Crimson.
Exactly. This ship is called the Scarlet Whistle. Scarlet Whistle is captained by Captain Heartbloom. She's going to point over to Captain Heartbloom, who hopefully looks like she's being captainy at this moment and not just like
roll?
Yeah,
go ahead and roll a just roll a straight charisma.
Meanwhile, Captain Heartbloom's there just picking her nose, like.
There you go. 12.
Captain
Heartbloom.
Captain Heartbloom and the Scarlet Whistle have all of us gestures to entire group on board. What are you going to do if you see the Scarlet Whistle again?
I'll find the next ship.
Exactly. What are you going to tell everybody else you run into about what they should do if they see the Scarlet Whistle?
Roll an intimidation check with charisma.
Nice. Yeah. Get it.
Well, can
22.
Doesn't even need advantage. I was gonna see if I could assist. But
I mean, you can still do that if you want to roll with advantage for you.
I mean, it's fine. Sophia just
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Give the back of his neck a squeeze and push him further into the deck of the ship as Fia's saying that.
He looks down, kind of looks up and goes, "Aye. When I get back to port, if you let me live, I'll turn that whistle into a song. How about that? It means I will talk about your ship a lot."
No, I know what it means.
All right.
Sophia looks to Fia. She's not sure why we're letting them go, but I guess Fia can probably read that in her expression, but... Okay, then.
I'm not going to say anything else. She's just going to look at the captain. And then she's going to look over at the Scarlet Whistle. How many people are on deck, like, looking over at the ship right now? Looking over at the pirate ship right now?
I mean, the majority, probably.
Sure. And how many... Actually, Fia wouldn't know that yet. She just knows that there's the one deckhand on the deck.
Yeah,
she doesn't know
she
how
doesn't
many
know
people are
anything,
below
yeah.
decks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can Sophia go run and leap over back to their ship?
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for this?
If you want to look cool, you can roll athletics. Otherwise, you could just dive off the board and swim across and then climb back up.
All right, let's see if I can look cool. Maybe she trips like Scald. Do you want an athletics, yeah?
Yep, please. It wouldn't be with
26.
It wouldn't be with advantage, right? Okay, yeah. But 26,
No,
you'd make it. Yeah, you can just leap off the board and then land straight with your feet planted safely.
Cool. Sophia would give Captain Heartbloom the guy's hat, and she says, "Hang it up. It is your trophy now."
She smiles and goes, "Oh, that's kind. I could put that on the wall, actually. Have everyone we beat."
Aw.
Cute.
Cute. Okay, so Fia will say to... What's his name? Captain Isgar. It better be a really good song.
I'll be honest. It's more metaphorical. I don't sing.
No, I know. I got...
Basil's listening intently.
I knew it wasn't really... I was just going with
Right.
The point is,
Look.
if we let you go,
Aye.
you will not attack the Scarlet Whistle again.
I thought I made that clear. Look.
You will not... Right.
Lovey, I've lost battles before.
I know.
And I'd appreciate it. You just take what you got. Take my life if you have to. And fuck off.
I just want to make sure you're going to keep your word.
I'll keep my word. I don't have much of a choice.
That's true. You don't.
Or you hunt me down.
you,
I've heard it all before. And guess what?
No, I won't. hunt you.
Again.
I won't. No,
I
wouldn't.
I don't care what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I wouldn't hunt you down. Captain Heartbloom, she probably wouldn't hunt you down either. But I think Captain Dazra might hunt you down.
She's dead.
So, no, she's not.
We haven't seen her for some time.
I
She's
just
dead.
talked to her. She's not dead.
Roll a persuasion check. With disadvantage. Because you're trying to convince him that you know one of the best pirates around. And you're kind of talking his ear off.
21.
It doesn't matter either way. I've been threatened by a lot of people.
Have you been threatened by her daughter?
Look, she's not going to hunt me down because I'm not going to betray my word. Can you just steal my fucking cargo and leave?
We'll see.
The
So we'll
ship's
take
close
the,
enough that we can just kind of throw it over.
Yeah, are
you
we
could drift
any
them closer,
closer?
yeah. And because you're just drifting now and it's not going against any harsh winds. Yeah.
Scott would probably like tie rope and then throw it.
Yeah.
Drift.
Tyra and
closer.
Tyrus will be good at this part as well and help you out with it.
Yeah, he'll nod at Tyra and Tyrus and they'll start carrying over cargo.
Cool.
They'll rock, paper, scissors for it.
As they're doing that, Fabia's gonna follow them over, and she's gonna go, "Man, I mean, one of you really crushed that, huh?"
They both at the same time go, "Thank you," and look at each other. Rather, she was talking about me.
Them.
Why would she talk about you? I clearly killed more. I don't think that counts,
Ooh.
brother. They just get
It's
into
really
like a bit
awkward
of a
that you guys don't know which one I was talking to, but
They look at you,
That's
stay out of
fine.
this. I did it, brother. And they start going into kind of a spat. And they stop helping with the cargo and they're just arguing. They start wrestling together on the deck. Dropping their weapons aside.
Like punching each other in the face,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like rolling around.
Just turn them against each other.
Doing that thing like with little kids where you put your hand on their like head so they are trying to like punch you and they can't.
So,
They're so great.
what cargo would you like to take off the ship? It's all going to be a matter of time. How much you spend. You can take the general cargo and the gold and whatnot, or you could take. You can unload it of like
all
the
the
cannons
stuff
and
from
everything.
below. I put in the bag of holding and took over with me.
Cool.
So it's just the stuff up top.
Probably just take the fruit and the black powder.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
the gunpowder.
Oh, they've got spices and stuff as well. That
It's Fabia's
Yeah,
got
I've got
those.
that.
Okay, cool.
The things that would take a while, if you did want to take them, would be like the ballista and the cannons, but that could take you the better part of half a day, if not a lot.
Nah.
No.
God, I don't even know how they take a fucking cannon across the sea, across the water.
How many people are
I mean, the
left on
ships are
that
quite
ship
close
total?
and you're stationary. You can anchor with both ships. Sorry, how many
Sure.
are left? They've got
How
a
many-
skeleton crew
yeah.
of like maybe 6 of them.
Okay, so enough that they can like limp themselves
Yeah.
back to port. They're not
They'll
gonna
have
like
a
just
they'll
be
have a harsh
drift
drift. Yeah.
and slowly starve.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You can
Okay.
tell by his actions that like he prepped for a defeat that might be a possibility by keeping the
Okay.
scrawnier ones who can run the ship below.
All right.
All right. After the probably wouldn't take you that long then. Probably only about an hour before you get all the cargo across.
Scald will place a bucket of apples next to the crew member that's lying on the floor.
Oh.
Aw.
Opens his eyes for the first time, looks at you.
He'll just say, "Fear," and kind of nod to the plank.
Oh no!
Oh no!
We're leaving.
Oh. Yes, I did. Kind of goes back to
my
bowing his head
God.
into the ground.
Oh. Poor guy. Jesus.
Scald just kind of waits.
Can we start chucking these bodies off? of
Yeah,
our
I mean,
ship?
I imagine you probably would have been doing
Yeah.
that during the hour, right?
Yeah.
I think Thea will just kind of nod to the captain and be like, "Good luck," and Misty step her way back over to her own ship.
Nice.
When Scald's the last one, he'll walk up to the captain and he says, "I know your type. You hate to lose. So next time, bring more men." And then he'll cross the ship.
Aye. And he looks across to the deckhand and goes, "Unless boys." Walks over and gives him a kick and goes, "Get the fuck up and start getting these sails unfurled." And Yeah, the skeleton crew starts preparing to leave, but they wait for you to leave first. So not to arouse aggression.
Could I prestidigitate the captain's coat to get the poop off?
You'd have had to come across during that time.
Gesture.
Yeah. You come across.
Oh, you have to be within close range to do that.
It's close, yeah. It's only
never
short
mind.
range.
Fuck
Is this a
him.
kind
He
gesture? Or are you
deserves
trying
shit.
to erase your sordid past? That's
Yeah, is it shame or is it kindness? Who can tell?
I mean, she screams to everybody multiple times about the poop.
I
shit on you.
No, I don't know if that's like the stomach of Basil or the bird. Like it's probably molded together. Actually, just took a shit on him.
Yeah, fuck it. He gets to keep that. Never mind. I was gonna try to be nice, but
Nice.
What time of day is it?
It was very early morning when they caught up, so probably only a couple hours have passed, so probably still morning time.
Okay. When we get back onto our ship, I assume no one is in the crow's nest because it was the four of us kind of splitting it. So Fia's definitely like a little agitated. And she'll just kind of look around and then just go up to the crow's nest.
Okay.
Not necessarily trying to not be seen, but also, you know, just trying to get up there and get away from everybody. And she wants to take the bird out.
Okay.
And she's gonna just kind of be absent-mindedly kind of scratching her forearm kind of hard. And she'll get the bird out, and then she's going to send a message to Mr. Chambers.
Okay.
And I think she'll send an image.
Okay.
Because she would want to see his face if he responds.
Yep.
And she'd say 25 words. She'd say, we did it. Attacked by pirates. Destroyed them. Only set their ship alight. I knew I could handle it. Have you heard from Mother? That's it.
Okay. Moments later, you see the kind of portly face of the slightly overweight turtle with the kind of grizzled lines from his age. His eye closed on the left side. He kind of smiles back to you. His wispy kind of beard just coming through some kind of stray hairs. He's in his shop. Oh, great. I've not heard from your mother in a month,
Oh shit.
maybe two.
oh god.
Send her my best if you run into her.
Oh.
And great job. Over here, personally, we are just dealing with some different things, such as And then he cuts off because he, again, no one tells anyone about sending sword.
No. Shane did.
So then,
Shane's
Shane's the only one that managed it.
told someone.
Okay, she's gonna just keep scratching at her arm.
Okay, and as you set sail away from there, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break. I've been used to use the loo for ages. We'll take a quick 5-minute
Wait,
break.
one more thing. No, I'm kidding.
No. After. And then we'll continue on with your first week of travel. Okay, be right back, everyone. We'll just do a quick 5-1. All right.
Sounds good.
Also, chat, you'll see a bunch of fan art here. We've got a couple of pieces I have to add still to the reel here, but these are all the drawings that rather some of the cast have made or a lot of the people from the chat have made. Thank you so much for anyone who has drawn any art pieces and sent them across. I will put as many of the new ones in as I can for next week, for sure. Sorry I didn't get them in for this week. If you do have any art pieces you want to make, go ahead and tweet them at us or post them in the Godforged Discord, and I'll slap them on the reel as well. Thank you so much for all the art. Thank you very much for the patience today with the technical issues. I apologize about earlier. So far, so good since we got rolling, though. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to go. Be right back. Hello, chat. I'm back. I'm just going to wait for the other ones to come back as well. I needed to use the loop from probably about, I don't know, 5 minutes into when we started the fight. Made it into a desperate battle. Again, though, thank you very much for all this artwork that came in. I really appreciate it. And again, if you check out the cast, !cast, Shane Hawk is doing a GoFundMe for dental surgery for his mouth. If you have any spare money over the holidays and you want to throw it somewhere to help someone in a time of need, go ahead and check out Shane's Twitter. And every little helps, especially dental, because my God, dental work is the worst. Thank you everyone who has as well. He'll probably be back next week, as long as he can get everything sorted this week. He should be back next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll put up the cast so they can chat as well at the same time. Hello. I'll pull you guys up so you can chat at the same time.
Doc?
And bring us back in.
Hello.
Hello.
So let me change up the music now that you guys have been on the sea for a little bit too. Let's go for this one.
I was just training in.
Scarlet Whistle had its first victory. So how was your Christmas?
Weird. Usually we go to see Scott's family.
In Scotland, yeah.
And this year Scott's raiding, so I was just like, I don't know, a little bit lonely, I guess, but it is what it is.
Yeah. No, I understand that. We usually play board games all face to face. And it's I don't care about the presents and stuff. Like the board games I live for. I love trivia based ones with competitiveness. Mm-hmm. And we played one pub quiz over Zoom, and it was so damn slow and boring. I didn't get my yearly fix.
We play this game called Linky. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No.
Usually with the family. And so basically, if I recall correctly, you're given these prompts and you have to figure out what the link is between them. So that they'll be like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of trivia stuff in there and whatnot.
I love those kind of games.
Usually Scott's mom is so freaking good at them, and we always just do random teams, right? So we always get random, but whenever I get Scott's mom, I'm hogging because I am the worst at those games.
Yeah, we've got my brother and his wife they're pretty damn good. They go to a lot of quizzes, or they did before COVID.
Yeah.
And so, but they're also, at least his wife is incredibly competitive. And annoyingly so. And I'm really competitive when it comes to quiz games like that as well, so we just clash. And I love it. I live for it. I love those Christmas clashing. Welcome back. We're just talking about Christmas and
thanks, mate.
Stuff.
Good to be back.
It's good to see ya.
Sam gave me a deep fried burrito to eat.
Oh.
So I'm really excited to see what that is.
Delicious.
Did he make it? Did you make that yourself?
No.
Deep fried?
Yes, he made it himself.
That
Okay.
Oh shit, that's good.
Sam, we can't hear you, but I assume you're saying, wow, that burrito's so epic. Poggers.
Poggers in the chat.
That sounds like how Sam would talk, right?
Yeah, I've heard him say that a lot, actually.
No, Sam, it's not coming through on Discord because it's not even lighting up there. Maybe just check Discord because Discord's a rubbish software. That does look so damn good. I haven't eaten yet. So we can't hear you for some reason. I think it must be a Discord issue because the thing's not lighting up.
I hop out and hop back in.
I think you just did. That's weird because we heard him for a very split second. Because obviously he said like.
Oh, it's me on the call.
Yeah, he shut up and said, "Thanks, bro," and then it died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was when I asked you the question, did you make it? Then it didn't come through after that. It's because you lied, Doji. You lied for him.
That's why I cursed him.
You cursed.
With my lies.
We can restart the call if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
See if Zed fixes it. Sometimes what I have to do is I go to my voice and video settings, and I have to select a different mic and then put it back to my normal mic or something to get it to work. I don't know. It's okay. That's weird. If Sam, is it in the let's check? Is it working? Should I restart the call?
That's creepy.
I can restart the call if you want.
Can try that.
Yeah, he's doing the test now. Weird. Let's see.
This is fucking spicy. It's really good. Sam didn't eat
Is
this.
it spicy? Wait, does Sam not like spice?
Sam loves spice, but ever
Not
since
like
he had that
Mexican spice?
infection in his stomach,
No, it started to do awful
he
things.
can't
to him.
have super spicy food. It like really
Oh man.
messes him up. Yeah, we're hoping that over time it'll heal up, but it's been almost a year now and it's still really bad. So unfortunate.
Damn.
So sometimes we'll order things.
Oh,
Something
Hello?
came through just then.
There you go.
Sam.
It's working now.
Oh,
Alive!
your
Your
video is
camera's
frozen.
died.
Yeah, fun.
What is happening?
I
right
think
now?
I'm a bad luck protect. There you go.
Hello. Yeah, I ordered a burrito, a deep fried burrito from an Italian restaurant.
That sounds amazing.
Of
actually
course.
very dangerous.
Does it
very
have
dangerous
Italian
order.
ingredients or no?
Just beef and
Oh,
cheese.
okay.
There's
Nice.
beef and
I like-
beans and onions and cheese in it. It
That's
tastes
crazy.
Like,
I
That's
like
so good.
Something
sometimes
spicy.
pan fry my burritos. I guess that's more like a chimichanga. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we pan
it's
fry
fucking
them
awesome.
too.
I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
Sorry. Anyways,
Yeah.
how's
On
the
a food
fallout from
podcast.
this fight going?
So yeah,
Anyways.
so you have we're coming back into things. You've just broken free from that section, and continue sailing on, leaving the ship in the distance. It's not until you're very far, practically over the horizon, before you start seeing its sails unfurl and they head in the opposite direction, heading east, with your new cargo aboard. You would have like what I'll do with the cruise quality is at the end of each week, we'll sum up all of the pluses and minuses to see if you're in the positive, if you're in the negative, etc. So for now, for this week, it's currently at a 4, regardless of everything.
Can I just say, this is unfortunate for everybody, but Fabia, I don't think would realize that there's any like monetary value to spices,
Okay.
and would just give them all to Judy.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, though.
Yeah,
Eat
yeah.
up, right? We're gonna
Yeah,
eat
let's
like
eat
kings.
good.
Right? She would be like, I found food.
Guys, I dropped a gummy bear into a shag carpet and I cannot find it.
No.
Wait, are you trying to fight it to eat it, or are you
You're
just trying to get
doomed.
rid of it before you
Yes,
forget?
Yes, of course I'm trying to eat it, dude. What the fuck?
dude, I had the shag carpet too, but
Deep fried
honestly,
burrito. That's all he's got. This is
when
only
I turned it
something.
upside down, the things that fell
Some-
out of it just horrified me.
Somewhere on deck,
They're not
Scold,
worth it.
Scolders dropped
It's
a
gone.
piece of fish, and he's looking on the deck, moving everyone's feet out of the way, trying to find it.
Oh my god.
It's gone.
Oh, that's so
It's gonna
sad.
be under the
It's probably been dissolved
roller
by
of
the
your
I just have
chair
to eat
now.
the rest instead.
Oh my fucking god.
All for one gummy bear.
Yeah, I thought it was like your last gummy bear.
I thought it was a case of like if you'd found it later on, you'd be annoyed by like it getting all like furry or something. It was just to get rid of it
Sticky or-
before you forget
yeah.
about it. But,
How silly.
I could lie and say I'm worried Clark would find it and eat it later, but the truth is I'm worried I would find it and eat it later.
oh no!
Damn.
fuck
Before we
my
continue, I had a
life.
friend in college, what we call college sixth form, who would eat anything if you paid him, like anything. And we once found behind a radiator an old gummy bear that was probably like
No.
probably like 3 years
No.
old. It was like part of it like
No.
dissolved away, and he ate it for like £2
Oh,
for £2. And it was all those disgusting
no.
things.
That
Respect
was
the hustle, I
always
And
guess.
chewed it. We said you
there
can't
was
just
always a
swallow it.
kid like
You
that.
just chewed it.
Like
Oh my god.
there was a kid in my school, in my secondary school, and we must have been about like 14 or so, and he was like the kid who would eat stuff too, and I think he was like eating a sweet or like a packet. It was a packet of crisps, I think, and teacher caught him, and he was just like finishing it, and she's like, "Give it to me," and he just stuffs the actual foil packet into his mouth. And I just like for some reason remember that every
Did he
time I
swallow
think
it?
about it, I just laugh. I think he might have actually.
It's impressive.
Because I remember it being like so bizarre, but it was almost like an act of sheer desperation. Like, no, you can't have it. Oh! And he just stuffed
That's
it in
like
his
a dog.
It's powerful.
yeah, it was so weird. I still remember like this kid. Wonder what he's doing now. I wonder if he ever shot that crisp bucket out.
Working at Walkers.
In my weird like backwoodsy elementary school, did not have that many kids. We had to do a science fair every single year as part of like the accreditation process of like making sure the school is actually teaching the kids. And one of the kids in my class, this was in 3rd grade, I think, one of the kids in my class decided last minute that a science project was going to be how much of the Bible can I eat?
Oh my goodness.
And
How much could he eat?
he didn't get through he didn't even get to Genesis, dude. He didn't make it through the foreword of the Bible.
Oh,
It was the
no.
King James. He fucked up. He should have chosen a different
Yeah,
I love
dude,
science
come
projects like that. Before you do, there's another
Oh
one.
my
There's
God.
one kid at my ex-girlfriend's university who, as a project, he was going to make the solar system out of bodily fluids in a petri dish, and he left it on his side of his dorm.
No.
And when someone informed the university, they had to bring in a whole fumigation team and like escort everyone because it had been growing like all sorts of mold and stuff. It's so, so disgusting.
my God.
I don't understand it.
That's so weird.
So strange. Art. So
Art.
I'm not hungry anymore. Don't
there
worry.
you go. Yeah, we equalized it.
You did it.
You're right.
Yeah, I think so.
Equilibrium.
Yeah, I'm set.
So the rest of the day
Oh.
goes by without a hitch. You are in kind of open waters. Essentially you're kind of on the most open waters you've seen so far. There's not really land in sight, and you're just kind of heading in your distance towards your destination. As you're kind of sailing, you'd see that the crew kind of overall just feels a little relieved to still be running. A couple of them much less so undisturbed by what happened. Especially actually the Aquana's Whispers. They don't look fazed by anything. You travel on for a little while, the best part of that day, and nothing would happen during the rest of that night.
Can Timmy make sure? I don't know if the NPCs heal the same way as we do.
They would to an extent, yeah.
Because would Timmy need to like heal the guy, or would he be
they would heal via long rest. In the way that I kind of perceive long rests, because it is a mechanic that is very much a gameplay mechanic. In our world, the god Sumra, which one Timothy serves, is the god of rest and dreams, and also healing. There is something magical about rest in our world, and there's an element of people recovering from it. Sometimes those who are adventurers and their bodies are a little bit more attuned to fighting will recover quicker, but the average person can lose. Usually diseases and whatnot stay with them, but it's cuts and bruises heal quite quickly.
Ask Tyrus.
Nice.
Yeah. So, over the next few days of the first week, you'd have mostly undisturbed sailing. Though you come across less ships, you'd occasionally see a ship in the distance of larger vessels with escorts sailing around. You can see Vahazi flags on them, looking very Eastern in their designs, kind of longer ends, somewhat similar to like dragon boats and longboats of the north, but often with escort. These merchants being kind of the richer ones who are going on longer journeys. But you relatively go safe and untouched. What were you going to say, LG?
The next morning, when her bird recharged, Fia 100% would have probably stayed below deck, just kind of off a little bit, and would have messaged her mum.
Okay.
And she would send an image. I just noticed my camera's doing that weird
That's okay.
focus thing. She would send an image, and she would try to be calm, but definitely super agitated and kind of just repeatedly scratching her forearm and
I would
like,
say,
you know,
before you get into that though, the moment you try to activate the bird to send it, it won't recognize the name.
okay.
Oh God.
Okay. So
Sorry.
yeah, no, go ahead.
Do we recall if this bird works across planes?
It won't work across planes, and then it won't work if it can't reach that person.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
When she can't send the message to her mother, she will send a message to Mr. Chambers.
Okay.
Who's getting on in age and is having a tough time apparently understanding how sending works and the urgency of messages. So she's going to say, yes.
In his mind, bear in mind, for a normal person,
I know.
If you don't tell him that, he has no grasp. Like, sending isn't something like you feel like a buzz. You'd hear the voice, and then after 25 words, it cuts off. In his mind, he thinks you've heard everything. Same with anyone you don't tell the rules to.
Okay, so she's going to say, can't reach mother. Think something's very wrong. Have you heard anything? You've got 25 words.
As a familiar face comes by, this time you realize you probably messaged him on a weekend, so he's waking up kind of when you do it. I haven't heard anything, but I wouldn't worry, dear. Your mother's stuff to kill. She's fine. She's probably ignoring you.
It's fair, actually.
But thanks for stopping in. If you would wait a little bit into the afternoon. I tend to sleep in nowadays. I don't know how many words that was. And then he cuts off.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. If anyone wants to interrupt me over the course of the journeys during the kind of quieter times, just feel free to. Otherwise, you kind of drift up until the 6th night. Everyone roll a perception to hear.
Oh boy.
Ah, advantage, baby!
Yeah, go
yeah.
Fabia.
21!
Yeah, dude!
Yeah, dude!
What was the check again? Sorry. Perception or
Perception to hear, yeah.
Nat 20.
Ah, scald!
Curses.
Oh, 18. That's pretty good. Well, let me roll Timmy as well. Not that it really matters at this point.
Okay.
But...
Yeah, you can. Whilst you roll that as well.
There's
Fabio and
Timmy's.
Scold are the only ones to hear.
Mm.
Scold, you're probably up top deck, so it kind of gives you this moment of kind of clarity. But you would hear this below the ship, as if something's just hit the bottom of it.
Ooh.
It's starting to become
Fabio,
evening now as well.
Fabio will yell down from the crow's nest. Did you hear that?
I want to
Or what?
try and look over the edge. Would I see a shadow or anything suggesting?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Fucking
I'm just going
Ferris and
to point
Hunter
out to you
Shark
guys
doing?
that this is why Joe asked if we wanted to take the ballista off the other ship, because he's going to give us a sea monster.
Not necessarily.
played.
That was just if you
We got
wanted to
played.
take it.
Perception. Bam!
Come on. Ian.
16.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I'd say with
delayed
a
when that number
16, based on
comes
the
up
fact you're
as
looking at water at
killer.
night, I would say it's hard to make out, but it looks like you see some things below the water, but you can't really tell the size, how many it might be. You just know something is probably at the bottom of the ship.
But the shark didn't alert us to anything. Yeah. The shark would have alerted us if it was a enemy, correct?
Unless the shark's gone.
Where's the shark, Joe?
Joe, where's the shark?
The shark is in the water.
chilling?
If you okay, go ahead.
Ferris is below deck.
God
In the-
damn it, Ferris.
It
Move your
is
ass.
the evening hours. So, one of you would probably have to wake Ferris.
I'll do it. She'll run downstairs and be like, yo, we got something under the ship. Where the shark boy's at?
Where the shark boy's at.
Ferris waits. Well, actually, because it's essentially fine familiar. He would call upon a shark to rise, and his eyes kind of loll over, go a little bit grey, and then you hear in your mind,
Mm.
"There's something attached to the ship below, something large."
Something scary or something we can deal with?
I'm unfamiliar, but it has many heads,
Mm.
and they're watching the shark, but I'm keeping it away. It's almost glued to the bottom of it. It seems to be nearly the size of the ship. Well, the back part.
Okay. Lots of heads attached to the ship, not attacking the shark, but watching the shark. Yes?
One of them is watching, and two of the heads. There's at least 3 on this side.
Oh my god.
Long like a snake.
Cool. Love it.
How do you feel about coming up with me, buddy?
His eyes kind of blink back.
just-
And he goes, in your head. I follow you.
Wonderful. Go back up.
Great.
And I'll blah to everybody
Mm-hmm.
what he told me.
Scold, as you're looking over the side, you would see, as the water begins to ripple, things begin to rise from the water. As
Oh god.
you watch from the side you're on, which would probably be starboard, these 6 or 3 on each side heads start coming out. They're snake-like. This bluish green skin rising. Each of them large, thick, like a trunk of a tree, as they kind of swirl out. The way they move is not as if you're moving the ship. Like, they are kind of stationary and kind of like an owl when you kind of their head remains
Are
stationary.
they
kind
like
of
in sync?
swiveling up? Not necessarily in sync, but they're
Okay.
rising together.
All right.
Let me
Oh boy.
bring you over.
Oh boy.
To the second threat I rolled on the random table. Go ahead and plant yourselves on the ship. And I should plant there.
Holy shit.
Oh, can I move myself?
Scold would have been on the
I
bottom
put
side.
myself there.
everything's breaking on my computer. Hold on. I'm having some technical difficulty.
That's okay. Just give me a moment to set up. Because it's nighttime, Lug wouldn't be on the wheel at the moment. It would be a random sailor, which I'll put as a halfling for now. Or I'll do a whisper mage because they're your main crew.
While as like a free talking action while we're getting all of this set up, Fabio would say to everybody like, should we try to, like, maybe it's just hitching a ride. Should we try to talk to it or figure out if it wants to? She's gonna peer over. I don't know how to tell if this thing wants to hurt me or not.
Yeah.
Wait,
You can see
filter,
these
right?
massive heads that are kind of risen above the thing. They're probably about in the sky right now. 15 feet high, looming down.
Lovely.
Oh, okay.
Sliders kind of
That's
dripping on them. You
fine.
can see gills going across the sides of the heads, and the 6 of them are kind of all attached as they go up, coming from below the water, almost like snakes, like the way you would watch like a serpent tamer. They're kind of swiveling side to side, watching, looking at the thing. All as we start off initiative.
Speak with animals would not work because it's a creature, right?
Yeah, this is speak with
Yeah.
animals, speak to the beast. These are monstrosities.
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
Would message work on a monstrosity, or does that have to be a creature?
Technically,
Let's see. Toward a
everything
creature
in
within
D&D
range.
is a creature.
Ah, tight.
But does message say that they can respond in a language?
Let me see.
They always
say-
respond in a language you can understand, is my
The
understanding.
target hears the message. You can reply in a whisper only you can hear. It casts the spell through solid objects.
I don't know if whisper...
It just says they can reply in a whisper
Yeah.
only you can hear. It's not that I understand it necessarily.
Yeah, that'd probably be a higher spell. So for this one, I think you could deduce that this probably doesn't have a spoken language, but you can send a message regardless. It won't necessarily understand that.
Convey a lot of emotion through that message.
Please.
I will put your
Please don't hold us.
feed onto the deck. I will stick a secondary whisper mage on there because Lug is currently in the sleeping. You got the medic is everyone on Tyra and Tyrus. I'll put those on for you as well.
Shouldn't Sam do it? Will he have control if you do
Oh
it?
yeah, well you can have still control if I put them on. Can you move them?
No.
Okay.
Delete 'em.
Same with the others. So if someone wants to put the other whisper mages, and also the halfling,
Yes.
Ferris, etc.
Yeah. Shark.
Now I'll delete the 2 whisper mages. One should be on the wheel, the other one wherever. Oh yeah, and the shark. You can drag that to make it a little larger. I can drag it for you, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What do we need? We need one more whisper mage. Or do we need both
one more
whisper
whisper,
mages?
both whisper mages,
Oh, fuck.
and then
Ferris, go. There we go.
Okay.
So one is on the helm, we said,
Yep, and then one can be wherever you want on the deck.
and then
So,
we'll say this guy's there. I don't know.
and then if
Sure.
you could roll initiative on everyone.
Okay.
Bear in mind to read the abilities of your characters, because there's some stuff that can come in handy.
Okay.
We didn't get a long rest, did we?
No, we did.
No, you
It's
did.
6
This
days.
is like 3 days later.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
wait,
like a few
I'm
days
an
later.
idiot.
Days. Yeah.
Ignore me then.
Did that work? Oh, there he is. Whisper mage. Bald man.
Okay. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 things on the list.
Give me a
5,
sec.
6, 7,
Sorry, the medic
8, 9,
sheet
10,
isn't
11.
populating for some reason.
Oh, really?
Every time I click it, it's just blank.
I just did one whisper mage because they can
Uh,
go at the same time.
When you click it, it's blank. You can
There we
character
go.
sheet after that. Okay.
Worked that time. Okay,
Let
click her.
me know when everyone's on the board.
Initiative.
Yeah, essentially these heads are all pretty big. Like, they're thin, but they're I would say thin in relative size to the ship, but they are still like trunks of a tree. They look like oak trees made of green and kind of blues. As it goes up, its scales kind of looking down at you. Each of the jaws are jutting forward, full of these razor-sharp teeth that curl. Its eyes kind of narrowing and watching you all. Again, like it's. You feel like a mouse looking up at a snake, with the size of these things. Is that everyone rolled initiative?
I rolled initiative for me and Timmy.
We did
Okay.
one of the Whisper
We're
Mages.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can take the turn on the same turn. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that might be everyone. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. And if you miss anyone, we'll slap them on afterwards. Okay. So, up first is Ferris. These creatures rise
I
up.
rolled my initiatives really badly.
Let's see. 3 slots. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. He is going to do on one of the heads of the creature.
Mhm.
He will do Snowlock Snowball Swarm. So Dex save.
Okay. In which one?
He'll do it to this one.
Okay.
3d6.
14 to save.
That's exactly what he needed to save it. So he takes
Harf.
half 13. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You see it kind of get blasted with these snowballs, but it managed to keep itself up. Barely hurts.
And then the shark will go for the one that's closest to it, I suppose, and try to bite it.
Go for it.
Okay. 14 hit.
14 does not hit.
Woohoo,
Goes to
scary.
bite.
Okay.
It kind of manages to just move out of the way, and its bite goes a little wide.
Okay, got it.
Scold.
All right, Joe, I got questions. Going large increases my weight 8 times. By 8 times.
Yes.
So if I go to a side of the ship, that's bad.
I'd say that your weight alone is not big enough to disrupt a schooner, just because it's quite large itself. Like, so I'd say it might teeter a little bit, but not enough to kind of cause a big issue.
I would weigh about 3,200 pounds.
Can I pitch a thing to you, Sam?
Yeah.
If you got big and I cast spider climb on you, you could literally just walk up one of these things and stab it in the head.
Oh shit.
Oh, they're only 15 foot tall, and I'm 16 foot enlarged, so I can already stab it in the
I'll use
head.
it on Saphira then.
Yay!
How
you
did you
go.
determine your weight? So 8 times your current weight.
Your weight is multiplied by 8 from medium to large. So I'd go up to about 3,200 pounds when I go large.
Jesus Christ.
That's big.
That's solid.
Okay.
That's a big boy.
A big boy.
Wait, but how tall do you get? That doesn't make any sense.
16 feet.
16
It
feet
does make sense.
pretty
I
big,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, yeah, I would say if you went large and you stood on the edge, then depending where on the ship you're gonna stand, it
Don't
probably
walk the
would.
plank.
Yeah, it probably would teeter a lot more. I mean, let me check how much. I'm gonna Google my phone.
Well, here's my logic. Technically, if I go to one side and the ship tilts, would everyone else be able to reach the heads of the Hydra on the other side?
Oh, hey.
Yeah. I mean, they could technically reach them now. They're just off the edge, right? They've reached the heads. Yeah, they'd probably reach the heads.
Because it would be like slanted.
How much do the cannons
Although,
weigh?
yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see how much does a 9-pounder cannon weigh. Let's get the math. What's the conversion between kg and pounds?
0.2.
How much
Google
is it?
knows.
Tell me how much.
0.2.
It's 400 kg. So you said 2.2. So you're saying it's
900 pounds.
900. Yes, it actually is pretty fucking heavy. So yeah, it would tilt her enough to, I would say the deck starts to become difficult terrain. As
my
long
God.
So
as you're heading up. Or like
If I
towards
did
starboard.
it but stayed in the middle of the ship, that would be the best.
To not teeter the ship, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Reach. Can you just still stand in the middle and smack?
So wait, how tall do you have to be to reach the heads?
To reach the head, you'd have to be 15 feet tall.
Okay, yeah, I'm a bit too short. Nearly there.
Yeah, I would say it's so depending which side you go, like starboard or port. Going the opposite way would be difficult terrain, but going that way, I would say just for the fun of it, you'd probably have double movement. But if you go too fast, you might slip over the edge. Yeah, we could do like a little check by that.
That sounds fun.
Because that makes sense, right? If you're going downhill.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
up to you where you want to stand. But yeah, if you're going to weigh over 3,000 pounds, I'm sure it would definitely tilt the ship.
That's
Hang on.
exciting.
I have one more question. Answer myself.
This is where I wish I had like a 3D map so I could actually have it
Yeah.
one day. One day when a software comes out, that'll be good enough for that.
Can I grapple to multiple targets?
I think only one target. And these things are pretty thick anyway.
True. All right. Skull will turn to Tyrant Tyrus, and he'll say, "Defend the mast. Can't lose it." And grow, but won't go to either side of the ship.
Okay, yeah, I'll say as long as you're not
So
still on the
like
edge.
this area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're staying there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophia is looking mildly terrified as Scold grows.
To defend the mast, and then the boat creaks. And I'm gonna ready an attack if any of the heads get within my range.
Okay.
Which I think is it 10 foot? Might be 5.
It might become 10 later on. I'm not too sure. Or maybe that's when you get your juggernaut thing later on, it becomes 10 foot.
Cool.
Okay. So you're ready to attack if one comes into range. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Saphira.
So I can't reach the head in any way, right? Because Scold is still
You can
standing
still
on one
attack
side
it.
of the ship.
But you can't reach the actual head, if that makes sense. Like it's still right next to the ship. It's
Do a neck
its
attack.
body. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just go for that then. Wait, can I hit it with my chain axe? Like, and pull it down
like
if it's
pull it-
for it?
Yeah, I'd say you could put its head into range if you like.
Okay. I guess I'll go for a reckless attack then with the chain axe and see if we can hit a lucky crit maybe.
Okay.
Reckless attack, of course. And naturally, she's raging. She's mad.
Cool. Go for it.
Okay, that was not crit. Never mind. 18 though.
18 hits.
Hey.
Yep. And that's 18.
18 points of damage as it slams up against it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The axe goes into it, but doesn't yank it down. It just looks down and goes looking down right at you.
Mm-hmm. She pulls the chain axe back and she goes in for the second swing.
Okay.
Is she gonna crit? No, she nearly did that. 25.
25 hits.
Okay, not as much damage. 88.
8 damage. Okay. Okay, yeah, you hack into it, and you'd see it kind of severs a little bit, but it stays together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tyrus. This would be you, Sam.
Oh, my bad.
It's good.
I'm
It's all
studying.
different names. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrus loves hunting sea monsters. This guy lives for this shit. He's got harpoons built into his shield. He's gonna pull a harpoon out and throw it straight at this head in front of him.
Okay.
Oh shit.
He wouldn't even need to, by the way, pull it out. He has a trigger on his shield that shoots it out of the shield.
Bad.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he's doing it.
Go for it.
19.
19 hits.
Still feeling sore about which one of them was better in the previous fight because of Fabia. They are
I don't know what you mean.
competing hard.
Okay, 8 points of piercing.
8 piercing damage.
Nice. Very nice, very nice. Okay. 8 piercing damage.
Can you multi-attack these?
I think it says on his sheet he might be able to do 2 of them.
Doesn't specify an amount, but I'll go with 2.
It'll be under the multi-attack tag. It will say, let's see.
Yeah, twice with his shield harpoons. Cool.
Yeah, twice the shield harpoons, 3 times the balance.
16.
16 is exactly what you needed to hit. By the way, I would read their abilities because they have some specific stuff as well. All right. 19 total damage as a bolt just shoots straight into it. The second one. 2 of them are just now like embedded deep into the creature. It just lets out a little looking towards Tyrus. All right.
He's gonna taunt his sister and give her advantage on her next turn.
Cool. Zalaris.
I think Zalaris is going to be like, ooh, this is exciting, but also can't really reach any of those things. So I think she's probably going to just kind of like centralize herself. So if somebody gets hit, she can reach them easily. And I think that'll be her turn because there's no one to patch up right now, right? Everybody's full health. So yeah, she'll just chill and watch and be excited.
Okay.
This girl.
At the end of that turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions.
Oh, fuck.
And it is
Love
going to... Yeah, this one here is going to use one of its bites.
Oh, God.
And try and eat Fabia. Or try and bite
Oh.
her. It's a 12 to hit.
Ooh.
A 12?
Yeah.
Miss.
Okay.
Okay,
it
good.
bites down, you jolt aside, you just see it kind of crunch a piece of like repair wood on the ground. It just brings it up and just lets the wood fall from its mouth before just kind of letting out a hot breath. Okay, Basil.
Okay, question. Could I technically polymorph this creature?
Is that a creature you can see?
Yeah, you technically could.
Okay, creature. You can see
workaround.
it. It's in
Yeah.
range.
You can
Okay.
technically polymorph it.
Okay. All right, give me a second to think about this.
Okay.
Could I technically... I'm trying to decide what I would polymorph it into. I was thinking seahorse, but then would we be able to hit it? Could we just get
Well, I
away from
think-
it really quickly?
Then the shark could
Seahorses
eat it,
can't
right?
do anything. Oh yeah, the shark.
What
could
if
get
the
it I
shark
did a
eats it? Okay,
seahorse.
wait, hang on.
Yeah,
Because
wait a second.
when does it take damage if the shark eats it? Like, will it then just go like inside the shark's?
Yeah, so
Stomach?
when a polymorphed creature hits 0 hit points, it turns back into its old self with its old hit points.
So maybe
Yeah.
I
So
should
if we
reserve
kill
this
it-
for trying to get away from it if we can't defeat it.
Oh, yeah. So if we polymorph it
Yeah.
and then just keep sailing, we're good, yeah?
Yeah. So
yeah,
we
if you
could try to kill
polymorph it into
first.
something slow, right?
I
You're
could
just
save
like,
that for like a last resort. How do you guys feel about that?
I got that polymorph, didn't I?
it'll last for an hour.
Dude, I
as
looked
well.
at him and he was like,
Yeah.
kind of sweating, just like,
I'm
So-
sorry, Joe.
No,
how
it's clever
far-
use. Clever use.
How
I mean, you
quickly,
have to get it off first.
How quickly do we sail again? How far do we go in an hour?
It's hard to say exactly. I think I've got it in my notes somewhere. It's a certain amount of knots.
I guess that like when it reverts back, will it just like immediately be able to beeline to us and be like, aha, I can sense where they are? fuck those guys. I just was a seahorse. It was bullshit or whatever.
It gets polymorphed for an hour, and its mental capacity becomes whatever it was polymorphed into.
But then when
it can't like scheme while it's
We could-
right, but then it comes back, right? And it's like, what the fuck? Can it like sense? I don't know. It's like
But
special
I mean,
ocean
when it comes
powers.
back,
It's like
it probably won't remember the last hour
that way.
it had though.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, just because there's one exploit in D&D, just so I don't bullshit the rule later on. If you exploit, if you polymorph it into something that suffocates, technically in D&D, suffocating you
just
take
goes
no
back.
damage, right?
Yeah.
And so technically you can kill anything in the game if you polymorph it and just drown it, or vice versa. If it starts suffocating, it will pop back into its form. Like that's just like
I
a
read
right.
that.
You can technically
I
win
was,
D&D
I was
that way.
leaning towards
know.
seahorse because its movement is shit and it can't do anything.
It's
It
itty
can't
bitty,
attack. Yeah.
it's insane.
I like that.
And then we could like outrun it really fast. But if we want to try to fight it, I could reserve that as like a
And you can always sail
like-
into the wind.
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Fight
Yo, let's
first,
do it.
and then see if we need to, we can just polymorph it.
What does it have to?
Rather.
What is it? It needs a save, right? Like
Yeah,
what is
it needs to. If it's resisting, it needs a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
I think we should keep in mind, whether this matters or not, we should probably keep in mind Tyrus and Tyra are going to be really pissed off.
Yeah, that's why I think we should try to fight it first, see how well we do. If we're hurting, then
Okay.
I can try to do that. So
Sure, that's fair.
Okay, cool.
Let's see how hard it is to kill one of these heads when there's
Yeah.
so many of them, yeah? Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So for my move, then I will. Could I? I'm sorry.
Joe's
Joe.
like, all 6 Hydra heads attack Basil.
No reason for it. It's a genius
question.
maneuver. Yeah, go.
Could I go like this and this to get up to avoid getting
Yeah.
into
They're
attack?
currently
Okay.
not in attack opportunity yet.
Okay, and then could I lean off the ship and lightning bolt to hit all 3 heads?
Yeah. I would say you'd have to stand there, which is technically like balancing on the side, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I could do that. Try to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to step up onto the side of the ship, then lightning bolt.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So that is a dex save, please.
Okay. From left to right, I'll do them as I go. That is a 13,
Okay,
15,
fail.
and 23.
Okay. First one fails, the last 2 succeed. So
Okay.
27 hit to the first one, and then half that for the latter 2.
Okay. And then half that for the latter 2, so rounded down to 12. No, wait, 13. Okay, this head in the middle looks extremely rough. And then the last one's looking a little rough. And then actually the first one's pretty damaged as well. Yeah, you just blast through and this lightning just jolts across them. They all kind of shiver and shake a little bit.
Nice. And
leaving some scorch wounds.
before ending my turn, I will hop down from the ledge and just go back here.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Thea.
Okay. Well. That has to be on a solid surface. Never mind. I won't do that. It's only the bottom side that's been hit by anything, right? The bottom heads.
The top left one got hit by a tiny bit. Tiny little.
Okay. Okay. And all right.
Timothy's on deck, by the way, so something like Timothy's turn.
Yep.
Okay, fuck it. Let's just try that. Fia is going to cast 5, 10, 15, 20. No, wait.
What'd you like to do? Go to rush
She's gonna
for the
cast.
sake of time.
She's gonna cast Fireball
Okay. In which ones?
so that she. We'll go. Oh, I can't do that. The bottom ones.
Mm-hmm. Dex save?
Yeah. So she'll just do that. Center it so that.
4,
hits
16,
them
and
and-
17. What did I have to beat?
A 16, I believe, is my.
Okay, so 2 succeed.
Okay. Yeah.
23. So the first one.
Plus 5.
Okay, 28. So the first one dies. This one dies off as well. And this one dies off as well. They all just burn away, crackling away.
Oops.
As the fire ripples across them. All 3 of them drop off dead.
What do the other heads do?
Still stare down.
Do they look really mad?
They already look mad.
Okay. Why don't they look more mad? They look like that hurt them at all?
I'd say it's hard to read the face of a creature that is foreign to you entirely.
I don't. Maybe she would. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's her turn.
You put in great work. Well done.
Nice. Timothy.
So question. I've never used Timmy's control water ability, but it says here that he can create a vortex, a whirlpool. It says this effect requires a body of water at least 50 square feet and 25 feet deep. You can cause a whirlpool to form in the center of the area. The whirlpool forms a vortex that's 5 feet wide at the base, up to 50 feet wide at the top. And any creature or object in the water within 25 feet is pulled 10 feet towards it. I thought it might be cool to whirlpool the other ones.
Okay. Where do you want to put the whirlpool?
I guess in the optimal space to see if I can hit all of them, but I don't know if I can.
What was this width again?
The effect requires body at least 50 squares and 25 feet deep because whirlpool forms a vortex that's 5 feet wide at the base, up to 50 feet wide at the top.
Okay.
So, and at 25 feet tall, so pretty big, I guess.
Yeah, could hit all 3.
Yeah, but I'd have to put it pretty far back, right?
Is it one action casting time?
Yeah, 1 action, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, does it say anything about what's the final part? Does it say anything about a grip I have to make? A check I have to make? Or does it say any
does.
creature?
It's a strength check. It says, sorry, it's a massive text. When a creature enters the vortex for the first time, starts there, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and is caught in the vortex until the spell ends. On a successful save, creature takes half damage and isn't caught in the vortex.
So to be safe, I imagine you'll want
check.
to you'll want to kind of capture all 3 of the heads without putting your ship in, right?
Yes.
So assume that it's all kind of up here, up at the top, and it's kind of there. I'll do a strength save for each of the heads.
Yes.
Nat 20 on the first one, 13 on the second one, and 10 on the third one. So does that pull them back?
How do I? They must make against my spell save DC. Where's that? Spell save DC is 15.
Yep. So the 2 in the middle
20.
fell. Yeah. So the other ones managed to hold on. So these 2 take what? 2d8.
Yes, 2d8
together as well. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Go ahead and roll 2d8.
But...
No, it's good. It's good. It's a good move. You'd see as these 2 back heads. The first one kind of holds on. The 2 back heads are trying to hold on, but then they kind of get whipped back into the water and pulled against it, and their heads are just kind of pulling against the water. You can see it's almost like putting oars into the water, seeing their heads ripple against it because their body's still attached to the ship, but they're taking a bit of bludgeoning damage each. 3 each, right?
God, look at the worst roll in the history of mankind.
Hey, they technically have to get away from that. It's almost like a grapple for sea creatures. It's a good move.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okie dokie. And can he do anything else?
Probably not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's probably a big one. Timmy's just there, like his arms up, and he's just created the giant freaking vortex in the sea. Everyone's like,
powerful
"Whoa!"
move.
All right.
Whisper
That'll be
Mage.
Timmy's turn then.
The one on the left would have to let go of the wheel to move.
Yeah.
So yeah, essentially he's just there as a thing. So yeah.
I think maybe he will not let go of the wheel. It doesn't seem like the best idea. Sorry, I just had to close the sheet because
okay.
I was getting a little bit of lag. Okay, so the 2 that are two of them are sucked into the thing. The one on the left is the one that previously was hit before.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think that's Pete again. He's awake again, and Pete knows that he has a good thing in Ray of Frost. He's gonna just he's gonna stick with a potential winner. Here.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Nope, I can't because I moved my
Aiming
turn
for the one
order
that's
where the
closest,
dice are. Yes.
Okay.
That is not great. He's also sleepy. It's an 11.
It doesn't hit. Goes past.
Okay.
The head dodges it. Okay.
He looks slightly embarrassed and ends
Now
his
it's
turn.
the Sea Hydra's turn. So, on its turn, first of all, does it have to make? What does it have to make with the control water? Sorry, Saphira, to swim back.
It had to make. Was it not my spell save thing?
Do I have to roll a strength check at the beginning of turn?
Oh yeah. It's let me
Or is it
check. Let
end
me
of
find
turn?
it. It's honestly like a book.
That's okay.
This one spell. Where's Whirlpool?
This one is going to lean 5.
Yeah, it's just a strength athletics check against my spell save DC to swim away from it.
Is that the start of my turn?
It doesn't. Does it say at the start of my turn?
Or is it just generally just a...
When a creature enters first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it starts a turn.
Cool. Then I'm going to do the first left one to 22, so it makes it, and then 11. So the second one doesn't make it, so it's stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
Does it take more damage by being stuck in there?
Yes, it does. It
Roll
does.
the 2d8 then.
Another 2d8.
This one will be 5, 10, 15, 20. So Skull, you get your hit. You can roll to attack it.
Boom.
And it's going to try and bite you.
Ooh. Bella.
16. Oh, the 13 to hit. Yeah, you just miss it. Or not even just. It's got a little bit higher AC than that. But you swing, it dodges to one side, goes to bite you, but your swing kind of puts it off. Only rolled a 13 as well, so it bites into the air and you both miss each other. The other one is going to go 5, 10, lean over, and it's going to try and take a bite with its reach against you, Fia. 12 to hit. I rolled terrible.
Does not hit.
Okay. It's the best it's
It
got.
does panic
Tyra.
slightly.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sam, that's you, Tyra.
Oh yeah.
I should probably say everyone's
Tyra
safe
is
for.
going to use her action to she can deduce the behavior and attacks of creatures with a nature check of a DC 10.
Yep.
So I guess I'm rolling nature.
Come on, Tyra.
Or
Wait,
wisdom.
where's nature?
Pick wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah. Okay, could you
Yeah,
post
that's a
the
15.
post the one? Because she has a different one to Tyra. Could you just post it in the chat by clicking on the
Yeah.
title of it? So I know exactly what to... Okay, so yeah. Tyra looks... use her action to tell behavior and the text of the creature you encounter with nature check. Yes, so... she will look across you and say... Careful, this thing, it can grow its head back, but it bites.
Oh, fuck.
This is a sea hydra. Very rare creature. Good that we're killing it. Also, it has the ability to shoot cold breath from its mouth. Careful of that one. And don't be under it when it slams.
All great news. Love that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valuable info.
Okay.
Fabia.
Fabia's gonna steady aim and shoot. Is this the one that's taken some hits?
A little bit. The other one's taken more to the left, but they're both pretty relatively unharmed.
Okay.
What did you roll in your finger? 5, okay. Yeah.
So, with steady aim, I'll shoot this guy with advantage. But
for
if I shoot this guy, I can use sneak.
True.
So I'm gonna do that.
They're kind of like hanging over at this point, by the way. They're leaning across. Their body's technically in the water
Gross.
behind them, but their heads are kind of
15?
leaning across. 15 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Shit.
Close. It
Okay.
just shoots past and it dodges to one side.
Okay, I will run over here and cunning action hide behind this thing.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do. That sucks. Oh wait, no, I used steady aim. I can't move. Never mind. I'll hide
True.
here if I can.
Excuse me.
Hide behind Saphir.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Um,
Captain Heartbloom.
Heartbloom is all right. She's brave. She's gonna come over here and shoot this guy with her crossbow.
Go for it.
19.
Hits.
4 piercing.
4 piercing. Okay. Yeah. Shoots a bolt straight through it. It doesn't really flinch and look over towards her. Kind of doesn't notice it.
Okay.
But it did some damage. At the top of the round, as the mythic action before Ferris's turn, it is going to, for every head, is going to do in a 20-foot line, 10-foot wide. So if you are in its way,
Oh gosh.
it is going to do a cold breath attack. So I would need, for the first head, I need Thea and Timothy to please roll.
Oh, I just shut my
Dex
thing again.
saves.
God damn it.
Oh dear.
Yep, hold on. Sorry.
Timmy's not known for his
Dexterity.
dex saves.
And then the other
Yeah.
one, I'm going to need a Zalaris, the Whisper Mage, Tyra, and Fabia to all roll dex saves as well.
Lord. No, don't yell at me.
No.
No.
Sorry, my sheet has gone.
Do I just roll
funky.
straight dex?
And you're safe.
With
Sam.
Solaris?
Yes, please. Yeah.
10.
19.
Okay.
And then 19.
Let's do this. Okay,
you
so
hear my cat in the background, by the way. so-
yeah.
Yeah.
Thea, you take 4 points of cold damage. Timothy takes the brunt of 7 points of cold damage. You only rolled low on the dice. And then on the other side, Fabia, you only take 6 points of cold damage. And then I need all the other ones. So I need Zalaris, the Whisper Mage.
Solaris rolled. Solaris
really?
got a 10.
Okay, yeah. So they take 12 points. Zalaris takes 12 points
Okay.
of cold damage. And then I need Tyra to roll one, please, Sam. And also OG, if you could do the Whisper Mage. As a dex save.
Sorry, the dex save
yeah.
again.
Just click the word dex on that thing.
15.
15. Yep, they
Timmy
only
make
take
the dex
6.
save?
And then Tyra takes 12. No, Timothy didn't.
Oh,
So he took the 7 points of cold damage.
okay.
Tyra takes 12. Okay. Top of the round's Ferris.
All right. He will do. I feel like his strongest attack is the snowball swarm. So he will do that. Which of these two heads looks weaker?
The one on the left has been hit the most, but it doesn't look exactly weak.
Okay, perfect. So it would do a dex saving throw.
Okay.
3d6.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so 10 damage.
10 damage. Nice.
And then
Cold
could
damage,
the
right?
shark? Yes. Could the shark go under the ship and try to bite the body?
Yeah, I would allow it. Yeah.
Okay. I guess he will do that then.
Oh, good luck, little shark.
Let me put
Yeah.
a little token on the
Please don't die, shark.
I'm gonna put a little extra token on
rooting
head
for
over
you.
here to just watch
Here,
the
don't
health.
want to use a diamond to revive it.
Yeah, okay, I'd say the shark is under the ship.
Okay. And since he has blood frenzy and this thing doesn't have all of its hit points, would they get advantage?
Yeah.
Technically, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yep, so quite the same
Nice.
creature.
So. Oof. Both miss. 8 and a 13.
I'd say with a 13 as well, like, he tries to bite, but he doesn't pierce through its kind of thicker hide with
Okay,
his first bite,
got it.
so it's, because it's a big creature underneath, but he doesn't
Right.
get through.
He tried.
Hey, it's the best
He
you
did
got.
his best, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Skull.
Good job, shark.
You're muted, by the way, in case you forget.
I still want to hear you guys typing.
That's good.
This guy's close enough to hit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're leaning over
Huh.
now, so, like, they're kind of, the way
Yeah.
I picture it is, like, they're in the water, Just like hanging off here, but their bodies all the way across.
I'll smack him. 14.
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
Frick.
Let's try again. 22.
That hits. 11 points of bludgeoning.
Right.
Does that include your giant thing as well?
No. 12 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Yeah, you bash it. You hear its face kind of shakes a little bit, and it lets out like a little. But it's still looking pretty sturdy. Anything else you'd like to do? Saphira.
Oh, my turn. Finally. Yeah, Saphira will just come over here. Which one's looking the weakest?
One on the left.
Okay, well then she's gonna go to the left one then.
The other one's not too far off, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, then Saphira's just gonna... I feel like there's not really too much variety in what Saphira can do. She's just gonna do the usual. She's coming in with a reckless attack.
Okay.
19?
Hits.
Nice. Oh, big. 24?
24. The head, I think that's the one which is accounted for, so I'm going to just put X on it. The head dies. Just slice it off.
Nice.
And it falls to the
Hell
thing
yeah.
and then slips into the
Nice.
water. His head goes down. You hear like Tyrus go, you hear Tyrus be like, yes! Excited by it. Okay, anything else?
Yes, of course. She's gonna go to this guy next and go for the same. Hopefully
Okay.
she can finish this one off. I don't think she can though. Let's see.
Another roll like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Oh.
23.
Hits.
Nice.
Okay, this one is just 14.
14 points of damage. It's hurt, but it isn't there. You hack into it and you feel it kind of get a deep cut. As you pull out, you see some of its kind of... It's got like a slightly light red, but also a little bit pale yellow blood as it drips down it.
Saphira would look to back to Tyrus at this point. She's like, "This shit," since it's his turn.
Tyrus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you muted as well, Sam, so-
Tyrus is going to do the bigger they are, which is his ability.
Yep.
And it lets him identify resistances and immunities of the creature.
Okay, go ahead and roll a nature check to see if he knows anything about Sea Hydra.
9. He doesn't.
Come on.
He dumb.
Himbo.
Himbo.
I don't think I fought one of these ones, sister, but I think we just kill it.
Thank you, Tyrus.
Valuable insight, Tyrus.
Can't he attack with his bonus action? Or is that Tyra?
No, that's Tyra. Which she
That's
could have
Tyra.
technically done last turn, by the way. We missed that, my bad.
Has anybody been hit?
Tyrus been hit.
Yeah, they got hit by cold breath.
Timmy had a smalls hit, but he's
She's
fine.
taken 12 damage.
Okay.
And a whisper mage took 6.
Zolaris will be like looking around, like trying to track everything, and turn and see Tyra and be like, "Oh!" and like go to help her.
Awesome.
And patch her up a bit. So 1d6 plus 4 plus however many hit die Tyra has. So would that be 1d6 plus 7 or?
Yeah.
Wow, just kidding.
That's okay. That's okay.
12.
12 points of healing to Tyra. That's exactly how much damage she took, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you patch up the cold
Zolaris
stains.
putting in work.
Yeah. Doing her work. Okay, cool. Any movement?
After the breath might slip this way.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
Yeah.
Basil.
And then she's done.
All right. Move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to, if I can, lightning bolt both of them without hitting Fia.
Okay.
He was always standing right where.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can.
in the way.
You can. Yeah, you can exactly.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Perfect. All right. Can I get a Dex saving throw from both of
You
those
can
creatures?
indeed. 3 and a 15.
The 15 succeeds and 30 damage.
Damn.
That one blasts. You just kind of eviscerate the center of it, and it falls back into the water.
Nice.
And the back one, does that succeed?
No, it doesn't. So 15 damage.
Okay. So that one gets blasted, but because it's kind of being pulled back, you don't manage to kind of like arc as well as you should have, and that's why it didn't hit true.
Mm-hmm.
But it still does good damage. It's still very high roll.
Perfect.
Anything else?
That is it for now.
Fear.
How does that last one look?
Pretty rough.
And the little guy is just the token, right? It's not the little one. In
Yeah,
the...
that was me to check
yeah.
the body so I can
Okay.
track of its health.
Okay, it looks pretty rough, we say. Pretty rough. All right, Fia is going to stay where she's at, and she is going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
And she is going to cast it at it looking pretty rough.
I mean, as much as you can tell, it's got a load of damage. Again, like, these are sea creatures
Sure.
you've never seen before.
I think, right. So
And we know it
obviously
can
my
grow heads, so we need to
my
do that.
concern is like, can we burn this last head down before it has the opportunity to grow anymore? So in that case, fuck it. Fia's gonna cast Magic Missile, and she is going to cast it at 4th level.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be
Damn.
3. So it'll be so it'll be 6, right? Because it'll be 3 for the first level, and then okay.
64.
Nice.
So I just click it, it'll roll it, right? 2, 3, 4,
9,
5, 6.
13, 18, 22 points of damage.
Nice.
You needed 17 to kill it, so
Woohoo! Good call.
Hell
it
yeah,
drops
nice.
off, dead.
What happens?
The blast just smashed into its head, disappears. Would you like to do?
Is that it?
As far as
Are
you're
we
aware,
safe?
yeah. As far as you're aware,
Can
I'm
we
just gonna set up here.
Talk to the shark?
I mean, you can't.
Shark
I mean, you can talk to the
tell
shark if
us?
you like,
Fair.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Timothy, anything you'd like to do?
Well, can't see any enemies, so I guess
Oh, I forgot to mark.
guess Timmy's left wondering, is it dead? Did we do it?
Okay.
Um,
The Whisper
yeah,
Mage?
no.
Whisper Mage actually is not going to cast Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, I know. Nobody. No, he can't even really do anything with that. No, he's gonna just kind of look around like, the fuck. Can he use any of his Whisper Mage whatever knowledge and be like, oh shit, when the last head is dead, it turns into a butterfly.
Afraid not. The people who have studied sea monsters are, unfortunately, have done their role.
Oh, dead.
Cool. Great. Okay, yeah, then he's just gonna look around like nervous.
Then, on the Sea
The
Hydra's
other one's
turn,
just gonna go like this.
you would see it's quiet, right? It's kind of hum of quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear this. The back of the ship rises for a moment
Oh,
as
God.
the main head draws from the back and peers
Oh,
down, looking
okay.
across the
Oh,
entire
shit.
ship.
Main head, right. Okay.
And
That's all we
it
have to
shall do. Let's just see. It's going to use its. Yeah. It's going to lean
Gonna
across
burst into song.
and it's going to do a slam with its body.
Oh God.
And it is going to No, actually, it's not. It's actually going to do its. Yeah, it's going to just take a bite attack against the pilot, the helmsman.
I don't know him that well. I didn't give him a name yet. So
Name him
Does
before
a
he dies.
16 hit him?
does 16 hit him? Well, yes. It seems that poor Matt, the Whisper Mage, has been hit with a bite.
That's a very Whisper Mage name.
And he takes 30 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit.
Well,
Oh,
Matt, we
dead.
hardly knew ye. We're so sorry.
Holy
You
he
sweet
dead?
summer child.
My
You
God.
just wanted to come
Yes, he's dead.
on a voyage, and you got chomped.
Oh my god.
As you just see it lean down and go, pull him back, and swallow him all the way down. He didn't even have a moment to scream.
Oh.
He couldn't
my
because he was a
God.
mute.
Yeah.
Polymorph works.
Tyra.
You're muted.
That's me again. Fuck.
My bad, sorry.
Sorry, it's my fault. She's just gonna fire some claw bolts.
Okay, go for it. What's the range on that?
Wait. The range is 120 feet. I'm good.
Yeah.
Should probably just poke out this side to get a better angle. 1. Fuck.
Oh,
Miss.
it's not hit. You see her kind of
2.
lean her arms up and she just starts shooting them.
Miss.
Fuck.
Oof.
And that's her action. 2 misses.
She fires both from both her wrists.
Fuck.
Move past it.
Bonus
She
action.
can attack on bonus action, can't she?
No, she can cut as a bonus action.
She can do it
Oh.
before.
do a ranged attack as a bonus action.
Fabia.
Yeah, Fabia's gonna shoot this thing.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, girl. 22.
Nice.
22 hits.
19 damage.
19 damage. Nice.
And that's it. She's steady aim, so she can't move.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Heartbloom, who's now, it's looming down, looking at her next.
Is the head still like it went down to eat this guy, right? Did it lift itself back up to its full height, or is it still kind of like what can she hit?
She could hit it, like its entire body is like encompassing a good like 15 feet wide section of the back of the boat, like a huge tree trunk sticking out, and its head leaning down. So she could stab straight in the belly, or
Great.
she'd have to step close to it though.
Yeah, she's gonna get in there.
Okay.
She's gonna attack this thing.
She bravely steps up. Go for it.
I can re-roll that because she has lucky.
That's true, you can.
Nice.
She just stabs up and then misses it as it kind of breaches back a little bit.
No.
At the end of her turn, it's going to take one of its legendary actions to bite her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So 28 to hit,
Yep.
and it does
Oh my God.
25 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Top of the round,
Is
he
she
gets,
alive?
its,
Yep.
Okay, good.
he gets its mythic action at the top of its round, and it is going to do the cold breath, which is now 20 feet wide and 60 feet long. So
Holy shit.
it goes from here.
Fucking god.
Yeah, it can hit everyone on the ship except for Basil and Fabia.
If we're behind the mast, are we at all shielded from that?
Do you know what? I'd say if you're behind the mast, you'd automatically succeed and only take half damage. Or actually, if you succeed, you'll take no damage. If you succeed, you'll take half. But that'd be better. So
What are we
yeah.
rolling?
Can all of you guys make a dex save? Everyone but Basil and Fabia.
Alright.
And the shark.
Paris. How do you do saves on the NPC characters?
Just click dex. The word
Okay,
dex.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Joe, but a couple of us have to go shortly. Just FYI.
Okay. Yeah. We'll be as soon as the thing's dead, or we'll stop in a second anyway. No problem.
Whisper Mage failed.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah.
I accidentally rolled myself with advantage, so just take the 17 the first roll.
Okay. If you can roll everyone else's, we'll finish up just after this move.
I'm sorry. I totally
okay.
forgot.
I need Sam to roll himself, and Tyrus and Tyra. I need OG to roll. Did you do Whisper Mage? Okay. I need someone to do Zalaris. Everyone but Basil and Fabia. Whoever's in control of all of those.
Okay, I've rolled all mine.
So I'll go through in the list. Saphira, you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I only rolled low on this anyway. You succeed, so you take 8 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
Fear, 8 points of cold damage.
But I'm behind the
Timmy.
mast.
Oh yeah, so then you succeed, so you don't take anything.
Nice.
Timmy, you take. Timmy takes 15 points of cold damage. Basil, you don't have to worry. That's Ferris's. Okay. He's also behind the mast, so he would take none. The Whisper Mage would take 15. Zalaris would take 15. Captain Heartbloom would take 8 points of cold damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And Sam, who's that for? Is that for Scold?
Yeah.
15 points of cold damage. And if you could
I'm kind of behind. I'm behind the mast though in the sail, right?
Well, the
You're
problem is
not
you're also
entirely-
large, and so if you were stood just here, if you were stood just here and it was your 5 feet space, I'd say yeah, but because this space here is where they're hitting, like this is the zone here. My drawing. My drawing. There you go. It's this space here. Up to I think literally where you are. So you're gonna get hit by it because you're in the mast. So,
Oh, do I need to roll for Tyrus and Tyra?
yeah, please.
Okay.
And that's everyone, right? Oh, the halfling. If you could roll the halfling as well.
Oh, I forgot about him.
That's okay.
Oh gosh.
Actually, do you know what? Because of his size and because he's technically down below deck, I would say it would go over ahead of him. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to use another diamond to resurrect him.
Yeah, I would say it goes over him.
We should just keep him out of combat.
Tyra rolled a 7. Tyrus rolled an 18.
Tyra gets 15. Tyrus only 8. As this cold breath just illuminates across the entirety of the deck.
Christ.
The creature looms overhead, looking to fight. It's still strong, looking pretty thick, looking like it's still practically intact before it's about to start the next turn of combat. But we will leave that for next week's Godforged, so people can rush on and give their goodbyes. I will say, by the way, one thing you guys, you'd see as like a last minute moment of the fight. You see Tyrus go, "Oh, that's what it is. Lightning. It stops it growing its head back. Okay." And he looks up again. Because
That's why it worked.
that's the way that worked.
Holy shit! That's awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Oh
actually
my
amazing.
God.
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
very
and
good.
lightning bolted all of them. Holy shit. Nice.
Yep.
So that was actually insanely lucky then.
Yeah,
It's
holy
its
super
ruling
lucky.
is that
Wow.
if it's
Wow.
taken on every turn
If it
before the
doesn't,
big
too
head,
late.
if it doesn't take any lightning damage, for every head it died that turn, it grows 2 more in its place. So if you had
Oh
killed
my
6
God.
heads in a single turn, it would have had 12 heads in the next turn. But because
Jesus
you did lightning
Christ.
both rounds, it doesn't get it. Okay, so because I know people have to shoot, I'll give the people who have to shoot first their spotlight. Jari.
Hello, my name's Jari. I stream stuff on Twitch at the moment, playing a lot of WoW, and doing creative. And I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to be playing WoW and Magic: The Gathering Arena. So come check me out at twitch.tv/Jari. Thank you.
Awesome. Dex bonus.
It's okay. We can go
Okay,
on.
okay.
I'm not like.
Strip it.
Yo, what's up? I'm Shipping. I'm gonna be live in 5 minutes playing One Step from Eden. Over on twitch.tv/drippin.
Everyone over. Briban.
Hi, I'm Breba. Next week I'm gonna try polymorph this thing so we don't fucking die. That's it.
So if you polymorph
You
that
were
thing at the
MVP.
beginning,
We didn't even realize.
I
You
was
MVP'd
We can
the shit out
totally
of
kill
that.
this thing, man.
You think so? Well,
I mean, yeah, 'cause
how
you
many
did the
people will we
lightning.
lose?
True.
I mean,
Now Tyrus just told us. So now, like,
Oh.
I mean, like, he's not gonna regrow any heads because he only, right? Like,
Yeah, it
it
doesn't.
can't.
The reason I
now,
told you
it
that
doesn't
is just
matter.
for the cinematic effect. It doesn't regrow
Yeah.
after it's
Right,
lost
right.
its.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna walk here. I'm gonna stand here, and then he won't be able to ice breath ever again.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, you've done the hardest bit of the fight, probably. I mean, well, actually, I said it.
Nice.
Maybe not. Maybe not. It does do a lot of damage.
Maybe not.
May the rolls
Slam
be
and
ever
shit.
in our favor.
But you
Yeah.
Also,
That's true.
oh fuck, Joe, I totally forgot. I'm resistant to cold damage, dog.
Oh, of course you are. So you're anything half anyway.
Yeah.
Also, if it's got one turn off with all its heads, it gets an attack for every head it has. So if you'd killed like 3 heads and it would have got like 6 more and then 9 heads, and that's where the craziness of the fight comes with the Hydra. But hey, electricity. Hey, well done.
Amazing.
Goodness for lightning bolt.
The
Holy
lightning
fuck.
MVP.
Seriously.
Yeah. And if you'd done goddamn polymorph, well, it's one creature, so that would have fucked me.
Well, it's in my pocket, so-
Yeah.
It's like the one creature where it'd be really powerful. Okay, Breebun.
That was it. I shot myself
No,
out.
her shout out was her
Oh,
move
okay.
next week.
Well, that's a good move. Dex bonus.
What's up? I'm Dex Bonus. I've been playing a puzzle game called Call of the Sea, and I'm currently playing an RPG that has been in development for 6 years that I've been so excited about, called Amori. So I'm doing both of those. And I talk about D&D and how cute my kid is a lot. So come hang out. It's good vibes.
Awesome.
And that's it.
Shane, everyone couldn't make it here this time. To give you a quick rundown, he has a little Twitter post with a GoFundMe. I think he hit the goal during that.
Did.
Which is awesome. Thank you so much, everyone who went over there. That's very kind of you. He's getting medical surgery on his mouth, dental surgery. So thanks so much for that support towards him.
Medical surgery on his mouth.
Yeah, I know. This sounds so much more serious.
We got.
He's getting a new mouth. Although he practices by the sound of it. Old Lady Gamer.
Hello, it's me. I'd like to shout out to Basil for continuing along his poop insults. And I hope that never goes away. I hope Basil dines out on that for the rest of his life. And is like,
What,
when he's an
dines out
old
shit?
man on his deathbed, he's like, man, this one time I pooped on a pirate's shoulder and it was glorious.
It's good bragging rights, honestly.
If he had lost concentration
How'd you hit his
midway through.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Just for the sake of time, thanks everyone for coming out and thanks for bearing with us with the technical issues at the beginning. I managed to solve them for the rest of the time, so that's great. We'll just try and mimic what we did for the later half of the entire show. Otherwise, I'm Joe. The only 2 things I'll shout are Tuesdays I do homebrew reading. So I read a bunch of homebrew on the Reddits of the various little Dungeons and Dragons Reddits and the Tabletop RPG Reddits. And also maybe, not entirely confirmed yet, but Thursday at midnight, because COVID and everything, New Year's, I'm thinking of doing a big fat quiz of the year, but Twitch as the kind of theme and YouTube as
What?
the theme
That
and
sounds
internet.
so fun.
So you got, I mean, I will
That's
need players for it.
amazing.
Actually, just sit down and actually write a whole like kind of pub quiz thing where we can have some drinks and sit there. Midnight, that'll be on
Oh,
Thursday.
that sounds amazing.
Hey,
yes.
you're invited if you want to come and be in it. I think it'd be fun. We'll do like a big fat quiz of the
Absolutely.
year. I just need to write it first, so we'll see if I get it done in time. But yeah, if you're interested in all that, thanks everyone for coming out. We'll see you next week where we finish off the Hydra fight and finish off their first week on the sea. I can tell you I rolled the next couple of weeks ahead of you, and it's definitely not as crazy as the first week. But thank you so much, everyone. Please go and enjoy yourselves, and I will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.